sacred knowledge from the stars. Vedic truth heals ancient scars. Mantras clear the karmic way, bringing light to guide each day. Let the planets show their signs as the cards and stars combine. Ancient wisdom flows through time. Cards reveal the grand design. Om Namah Shivaya divine. Let the cosmic rhythms align. Om Shanti Om.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. You can find me at astrologicaltarot.com. And before we begin tonight's readings, I want to look at the astrology for the week because the heavens continue to mirror many of the major stories that are unfolding around the world. So this is from today, the 15th, until the 22nd. Now, we're entering a pivotal transition week. Today, very early this morning, we had a new moon at 29 degrees of Taurus in Mrigashira Nakshatra. This is as the sun moves into Gemini, and Adhika Masa, the sacred lunar month, comes to an end. So whenever we have a new moon in the final degree of a sign, there's a feeling that one chapter is ending and another is beginning. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing collectively. So the headlines are dominated by stories from the Middle East, tensions between a lot of world powers, growing concerns about global food and energy security, economic uncertainty, artificial intelligence, which I did an amazing show with Helen, Irish Granny. Definitely check out her channel. We had a really great conversation about that. There's a lot of things regarding data privacy, political polarization, and this is happening throughout most of the Western world right now. And in the United States, debates over immigration policy, government authority, economic inequality, healthcare, again, AI, especially with the data centers, and public trust in institutions at large. So there are a lot of questions surrounding transparency, accountability, and leadership, and those continue to dominate the public discourse. So what's fascinating astrologically is that Mrigashira Nakshatra is known as the seeker. Its symbol is the deer's head, and you see the deer here in the card. The deer is always searching. It's always listening. People with planets here are heavy on research. I have my North Node here, so I know a little bit about it, and it's in the last degrees. So I'm a little obsessed with research, with trying to find answers to things. And that perfectly reflects the current collective experience that we're going through, because people are searching for the truth amidst all of the cacophony, the noise, the media. And we're also searching for that reliable information and stability. We're searching for leaders we can trust. We're searching for a future that makes sense. But Mrigashira also teaches us something really important, that not every single answer is found within ourselves. Some answers are actually found through self-inquiry. And Swami Sivananda Saraswati, he's one of the main gurus that I follow, he taught that an ounce of practice is worth tons of theory. Now, we live in an age that's overflowing with information, opinions, predictions, and endless commentary, and it's all in the palm of our hands. So it's important that we seek genuine wisdom, but that comes from practice, from discipline, from meditation, from prayer, from self-study, cracking open those books, which is why I love tonight's guest, because she is a bookworm like me. And from living the teachings rather than simply just discussing them. So this new moon in Mrigashira is asking us, what am I seeking? Because if we seek peace in this chaotic world without first cultivating peace within ourselves, we may find ourselves disappointed. And I'm speaking from experience. So the Bhagavad Gita, it's an amazing text. It reminds us that our mind can act like an enemy for those who can't control it. So this is perhaps one of the greatest spiritual lessons of our age, because the battle is not only external, it's internal. And how do we maintain clarity when the world seems increasingly uncertain? How do we stay grounded amid the fear, the division, the rapid changes that we see going on? And the answer from Vedic traditions are very simple. A return to Dharma, that's doing the right thing, seeking wisdom, a return to our spiritual practices, a return to service, a return to gratitude. And this week ends, especially this day, ends the Adhika Masa, which is the most spiritually significant periods in the Vedic calendar. And traditionally, Adhika Masa, it represents an extra month. It's a time for reflection, for prayer, for pilgrimage, charity, mantra, and reconnecting with our higher values. So as this sacred month concludes, it's worth asking ourselves, what have I learned? What habits am I leaving behind, especially ones that no longer serve me? What spiritual practices can I take with me moving forward? My husband and I learned a few new mantras, which was really fun. Because growth is not measured by what happens to us. Growth is measured by who we become through those experiences, both good and bad. So on June 20th, I also want to mention this, the moon is joining Ketu, the south node in Leo, and that is ending another Kalsarpa period. So many of my clients, they reported feeling emotionally exhausted, mentally overwhelmed, or caught in these kind of repetitive cycles over the past few weeks. And as this Kalsarpa yoga breaks, that's when all of the planets are hemmed in between the nodes, there's going to be a sense of relief. And some of the pressure is going to lift. But situations that feel stuck may start moving again. So we can look forward to that. But also know that information that was hidden may start to emerge. Decisions can become a little easier as the fog begins to clear. But Ketu is reminding us that freedom does not come through control. Freedom comes through detachment. And the Katha Upanishad, which I highly recommend, it teaches that the self is not attained by wealth or by power, but by whom the self chooses. And this is a really important reminder, because in this world of where conflicts are rooted in struggles for power, control, territory, wealth, influence, and identity, the sages taught that lasting peace comes from something much deeper, not from acquiring more, but from realizing who we truly are and where we came from, our original source. All right, so that's going to be good. Yay, June 20th. And then on June 21st, Mars is going to enter Taurus. And this is one of the most important shifts of the month, because Mars represents action, courage, conflict, military activity, engineering, technology, and a lot of physical energy. And Taurus represents resources, food, money, agriculture, land, values. So historically, Mars in Taurus often corresponds to heightened discussions surrounding our financial markets, our food production, resource allocation, banking systems, property and land disputes, and economic policy. These will be under attack after December 5th of next year for the next 18 months. So this is the time to take action. And given our global climate, we're going to see more intense discussions around tariffs, inflation, food prices, restructuring, especially economically when it comes to social programs, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and our national resources. So on a personal level, Mars in Taurus is asking you, what do you truly value? How are your actions aligned with those values? Because Mars always wants action. He's a warrior. And Taurus wants to find stability. So the challenge is finding productive action rather than reactive action. And then on June 22nd, Mercury is going to enter Cancer. So that's when our conversations can become a lot more emotional. People are going to communicate from their heart rather than pure logic. Cancer rules family matters, homeland issues, housing concerns. Emotional security is going to become more prominent after the 22nd, because it increases our intuition and empathy, especially with those around us. It can also increase our emotional reactivity, so we need to watch for that. So before responding to any difficult conversations this week, take a pause, take a breath, reflect before reacting. I've got my Mercury here, so I'm right there with you. And as the Bhagavad Gita teaches, he or she who is not disturbed by happiness or distress and is steady in both circumstances is eligible for liberation. So this may be one of the most important teachings within our time, because it's not about becoming emotionally numb to all the crazy that's going on around us. It's about becoming emotionally balanced despite all of the headlines. Okay, So here are some Vedic remedies for the week that you can take with you, especially if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed or just uncertain about what's to come. You can chant this mantra daily. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. You can read a chapter of the Bhagavad Gita or your favorite spiritual text, whatever calls to you. You can offer water at sunrise. You can feed the birds or animals in your area. You can donate food to those that you need because that's going to become more scarce. Practice gratitude before bed. That can help with your dream state. Spend time near nature, especially water. I find that to be so calming. You can reduce any excessive exposure to fear-based media. I mean, I think it's important to stay informed. I do, but you don't want it to make you reactive. Okay, so in order to do that, I also recommend observing silence for a few moments each day. Okay, so but just remember that the goal of astrology is not to make just predictions. It's to prepare you guys. So the stars are indicating the weather, but how we respond remains our choice. It's within our power. And Swami Sivananda, he often reminded his students that bare injury, bare insult, this is the highest sadhana. And this is his book, Sadhana by Swami Sivananda. It's one of my favorites. And he talks about practicing discipline and compassion and maintaining our spiritual practices, because these are the greatest remedies during collective uncertainty. So we're going to move into tonight's readings. You can put your questions in the chat. Know that tips do receive priority. You need to be present to make sure your question is answered when I call your name. And I'm also delighted to welcome tonight's special guest, Helen of Helen, Irish Granny Tarot. She has a remarkable gift for blending intuition and history and metaphysics and philosophy. And she brings this all into the collective insight, which is not only thoughtful, but deeply entertaining. So definitely subscribe to her channel. All of her links are in the description. And we're so honored to have her tonight. And you can also go to Ask Your Irish Granny. It's irishgrannyhelen@gmail.com for questions and things that you would like to see on her show. And we also did an amazing AI show together that she just published on her channel. So without ado, Helen.
Thank you for all that. I'm embarrassed. That's so kind of you. And I owe you a gigantic apology. I have family company right now, and I spent the last 5 hours cleaning my house. Now, don't get the wrong idea. My house is always clean. Yeah. But it's the same amount of time to vacuum a pretty clean floor as it is a really bad floor. You know what I mean? So I've just been like a chicken without a head all day long. I'm usually neurotically early, and you know that.
Oh, I know.
So when I wasn't here, you were freaking out, and I really apologize. So you said something so right on. I always like to listen to what you have to say at the beginning. You talked about the collective uncertainty. Mm-hmm. And that is what I've been thinking about a lot lately. And I've sort of edited my channel a bit to address that. Yeah. So rather than feeding it with constant obsession with what's going on, and a book that I'm preparing, I'm not going to show you and spoil the fun, but a book that I'm preparing just today was talking about this. So I get all these questions from people, comments from people. People are anxious, they're afraid, angry, they're impatient for everything to get back to normal. And you said exactly what this book was saying. This book's about Gnosticism and Satan. So too much of an attachment to the material world causes these emotions, these negative emotions, because we're looking to control what we cannot control. Control is not in our hands. It's not about us controlling anything. It's how do we respond? How do we act, right? So being a spiritual person is learning how to detach. And that doesn't mean you don't care, and that doesn't mean you do nothing or you stay uninformed, but those things you listed towards the end, meditation and acts of service to other people and doing your reading and contemplation, those are the answers. That's what we can do. We can't change what's going on in the world beyond, you vote and you write letters, but other than that,
Yeah, I completely agree. And when you release that need to try to control these just tsunamis that are coming, the best thing that I tell people is focus on your immediate environment, because that's what you can change.
That's right.
You can't change the fact that it's going to rain today or not, but you can change whether or not you bring an umbrella or a rain jacket.
It's all I've done all day is focus on my immediate environment.
You have,
Didn't think a thing about what was going on in the world.
Definitely. So that's how I deal with it, because when I was younger, I just tended to take the whole weight of the world on my shoulders. And it wasn't until I matured and I stopped trying to just to control the outcome of things through prayer, because I thought that prayer was going to change everything when I was really little, and to just kind of accept things as they were and make those inner transformations and just focus on my environment. That really helped. And I love that you tapped into that and you're reading a book about it too. So
isn't that funny? It kind of,
I know, we're connected.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah. So the lovely, I want to say hi to some people in the audience. The lovely Barbara is here. I got your question, dear. You are in the queue. And let's see, Boomer Millennials here. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, is that you, Jonathan? Oh, okay. Because he's the boomer, I'm the millennial. Okay. And then Tarolai. Oh, okay. Bye, Colby. And then we have, let's see, the lovely Prayer Press. Lovely to see you. And we have Essence of the Moon. Selena is here. Yay. Lovely to see you. Aw. And then we have the lovely Some Patience is saying hi to everyone. Good to see you, Some Patience. It's great to see you.
I want to tell Selena I have a video coming up in a couple of weeks about the moon. Stay tuned. I think you'll be very interested. Selena.
I love that. Yeah, the moon is one of the main things that we study in Vedic astrology, because it is always very it changes all of the time. And so our moon tells us kind of who we are, despite what we're talking about, reactivity versus, remaining calm and informed. What our moon tells us is what we're like when things are just up and down and all over the place. It's like how we react to our environment, our emotional state. And so it's not just there's multiple divisions of the moon. So you have your nakshatra, and then you have your tithi, and then you have your karana, and then you have, it goes really deep.
And the moon tests us.
It
constantly,
does.
It's constantly changing and challenging us. It affects us on a biological level. So
it does.
It's a little bit of a constant test.
Especially women, because it's tied to water and childbirth and everything else. When I was
it does men too. That's what I learned.
It does, because we're 75% water. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but hormones. Men have hormones. Guess what, everybody? Men have hormones.
Really? They can be reactive too?
Well, I know it's difficult to wrap your mind around that. Is that a Gerald cup?
It is. I'm constant. I always bring it on when I'm online.
I recognize him.
Yeah, I brought it on your show too. Every show I'm on, I'm always doing.
I love it.
I love him. Yeah, he is a light in this community.
No,
oh yay, Bogo Pogo. Kaylee's here. I got your question in, my dear. And Pure Love Essence, yes, you may go ahead and send a super chat, and we'll get you in the head of the line, and we spend more time on those questions as well. You have a blessed evening too, Steve. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, the lovely Rooted Willow is here. It's lovely to see you, dear. Oh,
I love that name.
I know, and she is very rooted. And and I love the idea of the willow, allowing your emotions to sway, but being rooted at the same time. It describes her personality perfectly.
Well, willows alleviate pain.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know they bend with the wind.
Willow is where you get aspirin from.
Interesting.
Willow
I used
bark.
to sit under a willow tree when I would go on runs, and I would stretch and just sit under that tree. and I would just watch the branches move, and it was a big
and
downtown.
Native
where
Aboriginal people knew that they would. I think you get it from the bark. I don't know. I get it from a jar. I get it from Payless, but I think it's in the bark.
I did not know that.
Salicylic acid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful name. I love that. Everyone's saying hi to Jonathan. Say hi, Jonathan. He says hi. He says hi, Jonathan. Oh my goodness. And then let's see. Oh, and Ramsey is here. Lovely to see you, Ramsey. It's always a joy. Happy show. He's got a really great channel, you guys. He talks about some of the like really beautiful, spiritually esoteric things. I've had that on my channel before. Ramsey's fabulous. He is also a chocolatier in Peru.
What's the name of this channel?
It's in 12D right here. So you can follow him. He's got great tricks. Yeah, you
Okay.
actually would probably get along really well with him, Helen. Yeah, Ramsey's
Well, you
a good
said the
friend.
magic word.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I hear you there. He actually sent me some of his chocolate. It's amazing. So, and it's a healing chocolate, so you can have a lot of it, and it's good for you.
I believe that chocolate will save the world. Did you know that in World War II, the English were able to rescue all of their art out of the museums while they're being bombed?
Mhm.
And Cadbury's company lent them all their trucks to take these things. They took them into mines in Wales. All the great art. They went into the mines and they built stone houses, a little climate controlled, and they put all the good art in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadbury. I mean, I used to love getting the little eggs at Easter, but I would literally eat like a third of it and put the rest in the fridge and then eat another third because it was just so rich.
You're a lightweight.
Oh, yeah, I'm a tiny biter when it comes to chocolate because I've got Rahu on my ascendant, and so it's like taste is a little too much for me. I've got to take breaks. But Cadbury's fantastic.
Ever have See's candy?
I have, yeah.
Food of the gods. I have that directly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like Lindt a lot too. In addition to Ramsey's chocolate, of course. Oh, Rose Blue says, I watched 3 hours until 2 a.m. Star Night. I heard 9 letters removed from the Kennedy Center. I had to witness a correction in history. She was there for the removal of the stuff off of the Kennedy Center. You know that stuff.
No words are necessary.
No words.
Are they?
And I did see your first comment, Rose Blue. Oh my goodness.
My children would say, "What a chop! What a Tootsie Roll!"
Some Patience was born under a new moon in tropical Capricorn, more of an observer. Yeah, new moons they can be separated from their emotions a little bit. It forces us to do a lot of introspection. Full moons, like Jonathan and I, our emotions are right out there. Like if you guys notice on the show, if someone asks a question, I'd be like, oh yeah, that happened to me. And I'll give you the backstory. New moons are a little more private. They tend to keep things close to their chest, whereas full moons. Oh, here's an example of an eclipsed full moon versus a new moon.
Oh.
The current person in power has a full moon eclipse in Jayesta, and that later that year there was a new moon eclipse in Jayesta, and that was Ted Bundy. New moon, he kept it a secret. He kept everything close to his chest. Full moon, it's like right out there, big orange and in your face. So, yeah. Phantoma is here. Good to see you. Blessings to you as well. Lovely to see you, Rachel. Your new moon in Taurus lets you ground and enjoy things. I love that. Yeah. And then let's see. Oh my gosh, so many of you coming in. It's so great to see you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, and people are asking how your arm is doing, Jonathan. He has a scar from the bites, but he's doing okay. Yeah. So we got a good, we had some stuff left over from his dermatologist, and that helped with the healing. So And then Kaylee says, I stood under a willow tree today trying to ground and made some reeds with the fallen branches. Of course you did, Kaylee.
Oh.
I know. Kaylee is so tapped in. Oh my gosh. And yes, Ramsey, it has been, we'll have to have you on sometime, dear, whenever you're available. I know you've been very busy. Chu, lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. And then some patient says, I needed healing chocolate after that tower last year. Yes, I hear you. Oh my goodness. And Barbara's here. You are first in line, Barbara. So we will get to your question. And you can eat a whole bar. I did that when I broke my leg because I didn't want to take, what is it called? What were they giving me? I can't take Percocet. I can't take painkillers because they make me sick and they give me headaches. And so I would have a couple of glasses of red wine and like this chocolate from Spain before I went to bed. And that got me through my shattered leg.
This puts our entire approach to life into perspective. You can remember the one time you ate a whole bar of chocolate.
Oh
There
yeah.
are enough pages of paper in the world for me to make a written list. I'll tell you
And
what.
if you read most science fiction novels about autocracy and fascism and the original, like the big ones, it was like Big Brother has taken away the chocolate rations for the week because of the war with fill in the blank. And then 5 minutes later, Big Brother's beautiful heart has decided to give you half your chocolate back. It was a control mechanism because you know how good it is.
The American military carried chocolate bars for children, for the public when they were going into Europe. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean that, and I mean Teddy Roosevelt came out with a teddy bear and it usually came with chocolate as well because it's just something that makes us, it calms us down. So guys, follow in 12D. He's great at, his spiritual network, but he's also a chocolatier. So you can look to see what he's creating.
Oh my God. Is he single? No.
Actually, I think he is, but you're married.
Never mind. Don't tell anybody how long.
And Ramsey's also very good looking. He's Lebanese. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
It's a life sentence, Michelle.
Oh yeah, I know.
A long time.
He's like the dark and handsome type, just like chocolate, right?
Oh, no. Now behave yourself.
All right, Maron Keeley, how are you? It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the podcast. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful to see you here. And then Pure Love Essence, you are in the queue. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's get to our questions. Barbara is our first tipper. And you guys both, and so then we have Barbara, and then we have Rachel. And let's see. Yeah, and then we'll go into Pure Love Essence. Okay, so Michelle, what do my guides want me to know for the rest of the month? Okay, we got about 15 days left.
I feel connected. I grew up in Santa Barbara.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guides want me to know.
Did you say you grew up in Santa Barbara?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I was born in Belfast.
Okay.
But we immigrated.
I don't know it was Santa Barbara. Have you been to Butterfly Beach? It's one of my favorite beaches.
It was right down the street from my house.
Guess what was right down the street from my first boyfriend lived?
The nude beach?
You might have been neighbors. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you'll have to tell me
I don't know if you know
because
them,
there weren't a lot of houses. It was a little bit
No,
rural.
It was the Vicker family. Yeah, I don't know if you know them, but that was my first boyfriend in college.
We lived right next door to the Connemara Pony Farm.
Oh my gosh, no way.
The only Connemara Pony Farm outside of Ireland. I grew up.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a beautiful neighborhood. I mean,
it sounds grand, doesn't it? We were poor. Trust me on this. Oprah lived on the other side of town.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful there. So oh my goodness, Miss Barbara, I'm getting some good cards. Okay, so the main thing that I'm getting is the first house I got. The first card I got was 8th house. So you're going through a lot of transformation in the next couple of weeks. This tells me that there's a rebirthing that's going on. I could see it coming through in your writing, especially on your Facebook posts. And I am getting into your book a little bit, which is like another rebirthing process. So allow the transformation and the waves to kind of move through you, because this is a big deal. What you're creating, what you're doing, it needs to be based from a place of transformation, because people are really going to be feeling it, especially over the next 5 years in the Western world. And they need to hear these messages of change and how to handle change and everything else. And as you do this, it's really important that you continue to listen to that beautiful higher self, which I can feel coming through some of the things that you're writing. I'm kind of giving you a little mini review right now. But this is the star. The star in the tarot is all about getting rid of the physical and allowing the spirit to flow through us. It's the pot and the water. The ether is the same in either case, but when we remove the pot, which is the physical aspect of our lives, and we start to see things as one, which is what the star represents, especially after tower moments, which are very physical, it breaks the pot and our spirit is able to shine. Tapping into that is so important when it comes to your writing projects and what you're trying to share with the world. And notice that she has 1 foot on land and 1 in the water. So combining all of those elements so that they can become understandable for your audience. Okay. Now, I also got that a few things might not go well for you over the next couple of weeks. You're going to be putting a lot of hard effort into something and you're not going to see the fruition of that.
What card is that?
This is the 10 of Wands, but it's reversed. This is hard efforts. You know, if you work really hard, you're going to be very successful, but it came up upside down, which tells me that you're not really going to see the fruition of something you've been working really hard on. That's okay. This is just a pause in the journey because you are going through a lot of transformation. This is a great time to edit rather than create. That's what the thing that they're telling me. Okay, and really tap into your spiritual practices so that you can make those edits. All right. In the meantime, if you get invited to a celebration, go, dance, have fun, put on the party dress, okay? This is what they're recommending in the next couple of weeks, celebration, okay? So this is my wedding card, but it's also a festival card. It's a fun card, okay? Now, here is where the little bit of a warning is for you, okay? You're gonna wanna address this because I rarely pull this card unless it's pretty serious. This is Ashwatthama. He appears when desire warns before it consumes. This card urges a lot of self-examination because overreaching can invite imbalance. So if there's anything in and around you that's possessive, entitled, disrupting the harmony, just practice moderation in and around this energy. Avoid any over-risky overexertion, things like that, because know that your sustainable growth, it requires restraint. And if stress and excess are like affecting your vitality, you can restore that balance through discipline. So true strength is knowing when enough is enough. And if you feel this energy is around you, please set appropriate boundaries. Okay, because this is his gifts became they became curses through unchecked craving and rage, and his power without restraint led to devastation. So this is a warning against excess driven by fear. And this is an energy that's in and around you that you just need to be aware of. Okay, my dear, I am sending you tons of love. I can't wait to see what Helen has to say.
Oh, it's so interesting because you know more about her than I do. When I looked at this before you even spoke, I thought, well, this has something to do with the life's work.
Ooh, she's doing that right now.
There, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first I got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something that you have been, it does not necessarily always mean money. It can mean products of the material world, your job, your reputation, and you've poured your heart and soul into this. You've been working on this for a long time, and you've shown a degree of self-discipline and patience, just keeping at it, chipping away at it, chipping away at it. But you're starting to feel self-doubt and kind of fear of maybe it not being a success. I think that's so normal. Writing is very vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there and you start to question, so I understand that. But then I got the 8 of Pentacles reversed. More work needs to be done. I think you said editing.
Yes, that's exactly right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, I think that means that is a reflection of that. And then we get, this is great, the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. What you put into it is going to be what you will get out of it. And the other cards in this little pile of cards here really reflect tenacity and a sense of perspective. I think you're getting a little off kilter, a little worried, a little maybe tired. You've been working on it for a while, I guess. But just remember, keep plodding along like that Knight of Pentacles. Do the work every day. You will get it done. Keep your eye on the prize. This is about the future. And that's what it's all about. It will happen for you, but it's what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So. If it's a book,
It
do
is.
it on my channel if it's the right kind of content, you know.
Oh,
If it's
yeah.
the right topic. Yeah.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Because Helen and I are both readers. So yeah, I love that, Helen. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you tapped right into Barbara. There's a reason she's on the show, folks. She's amazing. So
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
yeah. All right, Barbara. Well, we hope that that was helpful. All right, some patience. I'll get you in.
What kind of dog, Barbara? I'm so nosy.
Oh,
To know.
it used to be her picture. It's a really cute dog. Oh gosh, it looks like is it like a lab, like German Shepherd mix? Your
It's a
dog?
big dog.
It is yeah, it's like a medium large dog. I mean, I just looked at the photo, so I don't know, but it's very cute. Okay, so our next question is the lovely Rachel, and then we go to Pure Love Essence. Rachel, I am trying to get myself out of a grief and guilt cycle after moving. I took an intensive violin teaching course yesterday.
Ooh.
I thought it was a good use of my energy. Now, she's not just a violinist, she does it for a living. She is part of the Army Corps that plays the band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So she does like all of the stuff that the White House and things like that. That's her. And she's got millions of views on YouTube. She's also a singer.
They're my heroes. Those
I
guys.
know.
They did that protest. Are you
Mhm.
aware? What was she involved in that?
You can let us know, Rachel. I
I've
don't
got
like to talk about things
chills. Oh my
whenever we're
God.
public. It's up to her to let you know. But she is an amazing musician. So yeah.
Oh.
Good use of your energy. I want to take more trainings and polish my skills. Of course you do. Am I on the right track, or should I focus on animals more? Okay. Well, the first thing I'm telling you is you are on the right track. Okay, that's very important for you to know because you have an incredible gift to bring in the world. Okay. And then she goes, no, I wasn't a part of that, but I know
Oh.
about it. That was great that they did that down there. Okay, so there you go. And you're welcome, Barbara. And she goes, yes, I'm down in Arlington today. It's kind of stressful. Okay. Oh, and then Barbara says, I'd be happy to share the book with you, to you, Helen. And her dog is a Pyrenees Akita mix. Yeah, I knew it was a larger dog.
Oh my God, they're big.
Oh,
That's no medium-sized dog. Those are big dogs.
yeah, I just in the photo it was maybe from a distance, and I don't. And it's a
Yeah,
big dog.
yeah.
Grand Pyrenees are
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So are
And they
Akitas.
shed like you would not believe.
All right. And then some patience. I did get your question. Thank you so much, dear. All right. So let's get back to Rachel's question here. All right. Now her puppy died too, Ollie, and he was the love of her life. Like,
And the little dog that's in the picture.
yes, that's Ollie.
Oh, I'm so
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah.
Talk to you
Yeah,
about
he was an
pets
amazing
dying.
guy. And, she was an amazing dog mom too. And she goes, oh, she has a soft spot for Pyrenees. It's like a giant Ollie. Ollie was a very calm boy, very sweet. Good for
That looks
her.
like is he like a Maltese or I mean I can't see
He's
very
a
well.
Havanese. He's
Oh,
Cubano,
yeah.
Cubano boy.
And don't they have that hair, that kind of
He has
dreadlock?
gorgeous hair. You can see how soft it is too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, sure. I mean, I already have
Okay.
cards, but you can go first.
So I don't think I need to say this out loud, but the cards are talking. You have mad talent. Mad
Yeah,
talent. The Ten of
she does.
Pentacles. This is about gifts handed down, and we're all jealous. Let's just get that out there. Try and not pretend we're not. I so admire people with musical talent. The cards say you stick with this because this is where your strengths are, the Four of Coins. You did the right thing. You're stressed. You need an escape. You turn to music. Beautiful. And it's not an either or situation. Hang on, I have to hide genitals here. The Lovers. It's so ridiculous.
I know.
The Lovers.
Oh, I didn't do that for the star. Oh well.
You can have more than one passion at a time, and you tend to be I think I'm taking a wild guess here. I just have a feeling that you're the kind of person. Well, the Queen of Wands, Queen of
That is
Action.
her. And she's in Vedic, she's Aries, double Aries. Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go, right?
Yeah.
The kind of person who just takes it on and more and more on. You don't have to be Dr. Doolittle and Yo-Yo Ma. You know, you can you can back off a little bit. Don't be so demanding of yourself. When you have gifts, when I'm talking in general, when a person has talent and gifts, often they don't have boundaries about it. Now that sounds terrible, and I'm not saying it the right
that's
way.
totally her. She's pedal to the metal.
Excessive, just absolutely. So Justice, be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Give yourself some space, and from both of those things you can get so much healing and so much emotional support.
Yeah.
Don't go on YouTube and look at the rescued dogs videos. I end up just really
like
sad.
Rocky Kanaka, and I watch all of those channels. I'm obsessed with them.
God.
Well, we have rescue dog. You know, what I do is I'll pick out the channels and I'll pull cards, and then I'll find out what like things they're doing, because it helps me sleep at night knowing I'm giving to those organizations, so that I'm like
no, and I hear you. But what haunts me, it's like the children in the orphanages in Romania. Remember that in Romania? And I can't get, once I've seen those images, they haunt me.
Gotcha.
I can't. It just kills me. Like I hate
I've got an aquarium moon,
and those stupid commercials. Pardon?
Yeah, I have an aquarium moon, so I can detach. So I would not recommend, someone who can't do that. It's
really
kind of like
hard.
I wouldn't recommend someone go into surgery if they don't like blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Oh, that you tapped right into her, Helen. I've been reading for Rachel for years, and she is a go-getter. She is, Rachel, you are a perfectionist, but it's in a good way.
She expects a lot from herself.
She really does. You're way too hard on yourself, my dear. But she is an incredible artist and dog mom. The things that she did for Ollie toward the end of his life were just above and beyond, to the point where I looked at his chart and her chart, and he should have died months earlier. But all of the stuff that she was taking him out for steak dinners, she was getting him everything she could holistically. It was incredible what she did for him, and he's so thankful. So I want to start with that. Okay, Rachel, don't feel guilty. You did so many amazing things. And you mentioned cutting his hair off when he died. I did that with Bodhi because he had soft little rabbit fur, and I put it in a little bag, and I kept it because it's a reminder, because they used to sleep next to us, and he used to sleep on my head at night, like on top of it. And so I just wake up and go like this in the morning, and then like every morning after he died, it was like this, and it's oh man, And so I had a little thing with his hair next to the bed to help me get through it, because he was like, I don't know, it's an energetic thing that we had.
I totally relate to you. I had a parrot that died, and it had beautiful feathers, and I've got the feathers in a thing on the wall, a ceramic thing on the wall, like almost like a vase, except it's the feathers. And this is going to sound a little creepy. Parrots have a distinct scent.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. And every once in a while I go over and I smell her feathers.
I do the same thing. That doesn't make you weird. That makes you one of me. Okay, you're in the right club. Okay.
Okay.
And I collect feathers outside, and I have a little jar on my altar, and I'll smell them and be like, seagulls smell a certain way. They smell like seawater. Crows have like an earthy smell. So I understand the smell of feathers.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and we do have parrots here, green ones here in Mexico, and they're so cool. Yeah.
Are they conures or?
I think it's a type of green conure. Yeah, they're very chatty.
Yeah.
So, and then you still blame yourself. You're not ready for another sir. Okay. And then some patients says steak dinners. Some patients is available for adoption too. Well, if you come reincarnated as a Havanese or a Grand Pyrenees, and you're good to go, my dear. Okay. So Rachel, you're ready for another relationship. I got 7th house. Okay. This could be another Ollie in your life. Okay, another pet that you're willing to bring in, because relationships aren't just about human relationships. They're about what you're truly connected to. Helen mentioned her parrot that just passed. I mentioned Bogey and Bella and Fox, who passed in the last few years. For Jonathan and I, we have Rosie now, and she is just a little joy in our lives. But it took me a long time, just like you, to kind of calibrate the loss. You're ready. I got 7th house. Okay. You're doing too much. I got Hangman reverse. This is the martyr card when it comes up reversed, okay? You're martyring yourself for too many causes. You're trying to change the outcome of too many situations. I have totally been there. I am right there with you, especially with everything going on in the world. Just control your immediate environment and what you can do. Like Helen said, you are on the right track. You chose the right profession. You are insanely talented. You're literally carrying this on from other birds, okay? You're also Bharani Nakshatra, which is the ability to bring, Bharani is represented by the woman's womb and also by Lord Yama, the god of death. So it's death doulas and birth doulas rule this sign. You are an expert in helping people die. You're also an expert in rebirthing and bringing new people and spirits in. It's time for a new spirit, but don't martyr yourself over what you were able to do for him. You did so much. You went above and beyond that the planets gave you more time together. Saturn, who went over him twice, gave you more time. He should have been taken out. He wasn't, because they saw all of the efforts that you were putting into the relationship that you had with him. Here's another thing you need to do. Celebrate more. Get out. Have a little fun. This can also be, this is a wedding card, so you might want to consider, this can kind of lift your spirits. Oh my gosh, are you guys serious?
What?
They just showed me you're playing violin at a wedding and you meet someone there. Okay.
Oh God, I love it. It's a
I
movie.
know. Isn't that crazy? Like
It's
they
a
showed.
movie.
I know. It is. It's like a romance movie, like a
Yeah,
romantic
yeah,
movie
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So if you get invited to an event, or you know what, they're saying add this to your website. Is it already there, you guys? Promote it. They're saying promote it. Promote venues, weddings, celebrations. That will help you connect.
Maybe
Okay.
she'll
So,
meet the chocolate guy.
oh, maybe.
We're like yentas here.
I think I just outed Ramsey. The poor guy's gonna get, like, his email box is gonna be full.
But you know what I just got while you were talking is ease up a little. You're being hard on yourself because you're trying to distract yourself from the grieving process. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to be sad, and you actually need to go through that process. So
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I get that. It's been in September, it'll be 1 year. And I did not move on to another puppy until over a year after Boki died. And for Bella, it'd been 1.5 years. And that's when we got Rosie. So it takes time. It takes time to heal. I'm right there. And she goes, she got dragged out on a Friday. Don't get dragged out. And she goes, I just started updating my website. Yes. Add events there because you might meet someone special. Okay. Good to see. Rose Blue's laughing at us. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, Ramsey.
I hope we're invited to the wedding. That's all I can say.
There you go.
The eventual wedding.
Oh my goodness. And then Shem is here. It's lovely to see you, dear. And she goes, I'm sad so much. I can't stop crying the past few days over days of crying. Okay, so here's the thing.
That's normal.
It's important that as you go through all of these things that are going on, that you try to remain impartial. At the very beginning of the show, I talked about being in control of our emotions rather than just blindly reacting to them. Now, when it comes to grief, sometimes you just got to let all that crap out. And that is part of the process. And it hasn't even been a full year yet. So I'm right there with you. But it's important that you put yourself out there, have a little fun, and don't feel guilty doing it. Okay, there's a reason why Ollie went out on the South Path. It's because he is going to reincarnate. He still has some stuff that he has to work through here in the spiritual birth. And it's important that you give him the space and the time to do that, because if you're constantly thinking about him, his soul can kind of get stuck in some of those holding patterns, okay? So the main thing I got is that it's important that you walk away from any guilt, any grief, anything that is emotionally holding you back. And this is, you know what I said? I just pulled this card. I said, Ollie, what do you want her to know? He goes, walk away from the guilt, walk away from the grief. I'm in a better spot. Don't hold me back from my spiritual ascension because I'm headed for a better life. Okay. So know that you set him up for some good things. Okay. Now, this is just a little side they want me to tell you. There might be some construction projects coming your way with a new place. Take them with stride. It's part of your karma. You have
Way to be a bummer.
I know, she just moved again. So it's important that if there's something going on with the apartment, it's a great apartment, but you're going to have to deal with some construction stuff. Whenever I pull that for Jonathan, I'm like, okay, fourth house. the exact time. I mean, I bought furniture for this apartment after several floods with Jonathan. And guess what? The apartment flooded twice. Over an inch of water. I've got it on video. And we did not sustain any damage because I didn't buy area rugs. All of our furniture has legs and they're plastic so that the water hits them. It's not a problem. So you have the same energy in your chart. So just be aware that there could be some construction stuff coming your way. And then she goes, I miss him so much. I hate that he's gone. I hate myself for ending it. So far, so good. Excellent.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I say something
Yeah,
about grief? You know, grief is a normal process. It's how we work through loss, and grief is, and I know this is hard to hear right now, but give it time. Grief is healing. They've studied tears. They've done chemical analysis of tears, and different emotions that make you cry have different chemicals in them, and the chemicals are for a purpose. And the tears of grief are healing.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say have a good cry, you'll feel better.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean, I know it sounds trite, but it's true. It does help. And it's okay if it takes a while. You don't want to wallow in it. Allow yourself to have a good cry and then dry your face and get on with it. But, you know, I had a little dog that died very unexpectedly. And not all that long ago. I mean, I was a full adult. And it took me 5 years to not cry every time I thought of that dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it took a long time. So, you know, you've got a karmic relationship with any being, it's going to be different. Right?
Yeah, it's been 8 years since Bella's death, and I still cry thinking about her.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you. And so our heart goes out to you, and you didn't do anything wrong, Rachel. This is This is the place where all things die. And
I feel the same way. I have a couple of little dogs that died of cancer in the past 2 years, and I'll tell you, it is so hard to make that decision.
No, it really is.
So hard. Yeah.
I had to do that with a couple of mine, and I'm right there with you, sweetie.
Yeah.
So, and then she goes, the roof kind of pops, but it's okay here. I like it. Management is good. That's awesome. I love that.
Goes a long way. Yeah.
All right. Noor, welcome. I'll get your question in. All right. So let's get on to our next question. We're sending you lots of love, Rachel. It is the lovely, pure love essence. I was born the 22nd of November, England, at night in 1986. I want to know a clear insight for life right now. Thanks from Oxfordshire, England. Well, welcome.
Isn't that cool how you talk to people all over the world?
I know. That's one of the joys of having a channel, isn't it?
It's fascinating.
It really is. Now, if I pull up your chart, I might freeze. So obviously, if you send me your information via email, I can have your chart ready. That would be the best way for me to combine that with your reading. Okay, Pure Love.
So like we're asking what's up.
So I'm just going to use the cards for now, but I use astrology cards, so they tell me what's going on with you. So it's clear insight in life right now. Okay. Ooh, you are asking the right question with the cards that I'm getting, because these are very mental cards. So, are you in a relationship, Pure Love Essence? Because that's what they're pointing out for me.
Funny you should ask.
Yeah, because this is very relationship based here, the reading that I'm getting. So let us know, please. Here. Oh, born in Oxford City. Very cool. I love that. Well, I have your information saved here on the show, so I can look into that. Garnet, welcome, my dear. Good to see you. Whew. Okay. So I'm kind of waiting for you to tell us if you're in a relationship or not, because if you're not, that is the area where they really want you to be focused in right now. It's the mirror that is in and around you, because when I get cards like this, it tells me that there's something that you may not be seeing that really needs your attention regarding relationships, and you need to remove your emotion from it. So I'm just going to get right into the reading, okay?
Well, you read my cards, so I'm done.
Okay. The first card I got was seventh house. This is the house of relationships. Okay. It is the house of balance, cooperations, your partner. She's not. Okay. Love is not in a relationship. They want you to focus on this area because there might be one coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. That's why I asked. That kind of helps me frame the reading a little bit better because there are some times where partners, they're blocked and I can't tap into them because I can't feel them through you. You just don't have one. So that makes sense. I got Aquarius, and this is very important for you to pay attention to because the next card is an Aquarian card, okay? There is someone coming into your life that is kind of like a Spock, like a David, like a Dr. Fauci. So I have Aquarian moon here. This is the kind of person that during an emergency, like I was a nurse, a teacher, etc. Like if we had a class shooting, I was the first person to take action, make sure everything was okay, took my emotions out of it. I could sit during open heart surgery and just watch the whole thing. Now, not everyone can do that, okay? But if you have an Aquarian moon, it's something that allows you to literally take your emotions, your reactivity, and the more gut style presence outside of yourself so that you can remain like laser sharp focused on something. There is someone who might be coming into your life that has these Aquarian tendencies and they're here to teach you something. You know, in the Star Trek series, it'd be like Spock, you know, someone who is incredibly intelligent, but not so much EQ as much IQ. What this tells me is that you might have a very high EQ, which is emotional quotient. You lead with your heart. You're very empathic, and spirit is bringing you someone to balance this out for you. Okay, it's going to be necessary because I find that very high EQ individuals, women especially, tend to be attracted to me, especially when they're in a domestic violence situation, because I'll come in, kick the guy down the stairs, and get him out and won't even think about it. And this has happened more than once because I'm able to literally turn off my emotions, get into fighter mode, get them out of there. And, you know, I'm pissed off later, but in the moment, in the emergency, I can act. Okay. That's this type of person. They might not be as warm or caring or lovey-dovey, but it's what you need in your life to help you balance your EQ with a higher IQ. And you're going to help them balance their IQ with a better EQ. Does that make sense? Okay. Jonathan helps me with this. He's a computer programmer, and I do this for a living. So, but my Aquarian moon was attracted to him because I could see his value. There needs to be a balance there for you. This is a very high air type quality person. Okay. So this is the energy that I got in and around this person. I got the King of Swords. Okay. This is someone who is very intellectual. They love to brainstorm. That makes them very diplomatic. They can be a little forceful and a very skillful negotiator, but they're always a fair decision maker. Again, they're high IQ, but low EQ. So some of their feelings might be blocked, and you can actually help them break through those barriers. And you can learn from their ability to separate their emotions and not be reactive during really stressful times, okay? So they can teach you leadership and responsibility when it comes to the air realm, and you can teach them when it comes to the water realm, because they're going to feel like a little bit of like a seagull who's flown way too far out to sea and just has to float for a while before they can get their energy back and fly back to land. And they're going to be the kind of person that helps you have a higher perspective, see things from a top down rather than being on the ground in the middle of the storm. That's what they're showing me. Now, this is what you can both bring each other. Now, I don't know if you're looking for a relationship, but I love Dr. Stars. You like Dr. Spock. Okay, there you go. Well, that was maybe spirit planting a little seed for you. Okay, I like the Spock energy too. These guys are great. I love a really smart man. All right, so this is what you're going to help each other do. This is a really beautiful card. I got the inner knowing card. Okay, this is the space inside of you that holds your most significant answers. This is the meditation card. This is a time for soul searching, especially for your soul mate, because you're in a phase of introspection where you're drawing your attention to focus inward rather than looking for guidance outside. Here, you're going within. Okay, and this is a great time to do that because you have a really strong need to understand not just things on a surface level, but really trying to know why things are unfolding in the manner that they are. Now, the great thing about these Spock personality types is they're highly intellectual and they can see the patterns on the wall. They look into the microscope or the the telescope, and they can tell you exactly what's going on in the sky, or the medium. But what you can do is you can provide that emotional, heart-based perspective, okay? And you will help each other develop a deeper perspective on both levels. So take this opportunity for much needed alone time and evaluate your direction, because there's someone waiting for you. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so if you kind of get a, lack of a better term, kind of a nerdy guy coming your way that's, a little up in his head, take a second look. So I'm excited to see what Helen has to say.
It's scary that it's sort of similar, and these cards came in threes that relate to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to talk about the three that describe what I'm getting is the energy of your situation right now. I got the Eight of Swords, Three of Cups reversed, and the Lovers reversed. So now I wouldn't characterize this as you're on the hunt. I don't mean it's this way at all. I would say that you may feel a sense of staleness in your life, like everything, it's the same old issues all the time, and you wish that you could maybe change the situation, and you're feeling like a lack of joy, a lack of the newness of something. And it really, the cards are saying that there needs to be a relationship. Now, I would not necessarily say you need to get, into a romantic relationship. I think it can be broader than that. I think it can be time to look outside of yourself and maybe think about other people and their situations. But then I got these next three cards, and this cracks me up. So I got the Chariot. Something happening soon. Something is going to come into your life unexpected. An unexpected person. And I think it's a guy, because look at this picture. This cracked me up. I thought this looked like George Orwell. the Ace of Cups. If you've ever seen the real George Orwell, I think it looks like him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? And
it's sort of like Einstein, too. It's like Einstein and Tesla had a baby.
What did you say? A nerdy guy, right? A
nerdy, yeah.
Guy. But a
like nerdy guys.
The Page of Cups. This guy may be an opportunity for you to tap into some emotional new things that you haven't been dealing with. And I got the same card, basically the same card you did, the Hierophant. This is going to require you going inside and looking within and kind of evaluating what it is you want from the world. What do you want in the near future? The Two of Wands. And you have to make a choice. You have to actually physically decide about this promising looking relationship that's presenting itself. I can't tell you what will come of that choice, but this is the challenge that's going to be presented to you, and it's a good thing. It's going to sort of kick you out of a rut emotionally.
And she says, I love hot-looking, nerdy men.
Well, George Orwell was not hot. But his brain was. Oh, and Rose Blue says, I never read, oh, you never read it. Okay, so if you go onto YouTube, I'm not kidding. I do this when I'm cleaning, like you mentioned cleaning at the beginning of the show, Helen. I will go on YouTube and I'll find books, especially science fiction or whatever I'm doing, because I can't just clean. I have to have something else going on. When I used to clean people's houses for a living, and I worked as a nursing assistant like you did, Helen, I would bring in like books on tape from the library. Always.
And then that turned, and then I would download them as I got older. And you can go onto YouTube and they have audiobooks and you can just play them. And while you're
your library, all libraries now have access.
Yeah, they have the audiobooks. Yeah. And so just listening to it while you're working. I did that a few months ago. I re-listened to 1984. Oh my gosh. I mean, I read it in high school, and I have a totally different perspective on the book now that I'm an adult. I'm in my 40s now, and it's like, I used to hate him. I was like, you gave away Julia. You threw her. She brought you coffee. She did all this stuff for you. I can't believe you did that. And then I realized they gave him a lobotomy. They lobotomized this poor guy. Of course he could. Of course he gave her away. His brain was gone. I'm not trying to give away the book, but it's like, it's incredible. And I can see that the new AI and everything else that's coming on, it's kind of like a lobotomy that we're all going about to go through. So
well, he was prophetic. He wrote Animal Farm.
yes, I
And
did.
have
Oh,
you
and the
read that?
pigs, that's what's going on right now. The pigs are
should
at the
read that,
trough,
yeah.
and they don't realize that it's kind of like there was this guy that I grew up in town with, and he liked to go cow tipping and shoot cows, but so he was a little psychopath, right? And I go, one day when you inherit your father's farm and you think this is funny, that's going to affect your bottom dollar. And you're going to realize when there's no milk and there's no meat left because you killed all the cows, you're going to starve to death. I mean, I would say stuff like this to these guys. Same thing in college. These frat boys that just thought they could get away with everything. That's the pigs in Animal Farm,
Yeah.
The guys that just like their fathers got them out of everything. I mean, it just, there's
a
exactly
really
like the Brett Kavanaughs, you know what I mean?
Oh,
that
tell you about his mother.
And I was friends with the Christine Fords, the gals that were really smart and just in there. Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube. It's not very long. It's maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And it's an interview with George Orwell right before he died. He is in bed. And he died of tuberculosis. And he looks awful.
Well, but tuberculosis is not a good friend.
No, but it really drives that home, And he talks about the future and his opinion. It's very moving. Very moving.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to do a radio show, and I would read Orwell's books on the radio show because I guess I have one of those voices. When I was 15, I used to be a soprano, operatic singer. I got a scholarship to college.
Oh, and come on! That's not fair.
And well, no, it's okay because my voice literally completely changed. I sounded like a teenage boy for about a year and a half. I was like, I couldn't get my voice back. And so I have this very deep alto voice now. I can do tenor, I can do bass if I really try. Like I can go low. And back then I kind of sounded like this. And it was a little annoying, but that was
it puberty or?
Puberty. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. Like I got my wisdom teeth at 26. So I hit puberty basically in college, which just explains why I was a late bloomer and I didn't have boyfriends and I had the braces and I was like, hey guys, And,
yeah, okay. So you're making up for lost time now. I hate to say it.
I mean, when I was in high school, I was like a prep, but at the same time, the prep is preparatory college. It's kind of like a nerd and a jock at the same time because I was a cross country runner, but I was thin as hell. I had the braces. I had the acne. Oh God, don't even get me into it. But yeah. And so now I'm like,
you're glamorous. It's not fair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. But then I was not. I was a total nerd. Anyway, it actually worked because of I went to college, got my master's, got all that stuff out of the way, and boys did not get in the way of that. So that's good.
Yeah, that's really actually lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I was skinny and braces and had acne. So yeah, the hormones eventually worked themselves out. But I went through the voice change in college, and it was really intense. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. And then my bio bro sent me a DNA cat. I got to go to the library to register on the site. I haven't done the test yet. Oh, you're brave. I'm not going to do mine. I don't think. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who my parents are. I'm like, I'm good.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, you have a bit of a different situation.
And then, we have the screw worm. The screw worm has always been a thing, by the way. They're just making it a news headline now, you guys. When we first moved here to Mexico 2 years ago, we had to get Rosie tested every single time across the border for screw worm. And she had to come up negative before we could get her on a plane. So I don't know why they're putting that in the news.
Oh, because all those regulations are gone now.
Oh, okay. So they got rid of the regulations. This is when the previous administration was in charge when we first moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, Phantoma. Yeah, it's 1984. It's Revolt of 2021. That's another good one that's available. Have you guys heard of Revolt in 2021? It's written by Robert Heinlein.
Okay.
It's a good one. And that's also on YouTube. And it's about a theocracy ruled by a grand leader who has surrounded by all these beautiful virgins to procreate his seed, and everyone else has to serve him. It's very interesting.
It's nonfiction.
Exactly.
It's what's happening.
Yes. Most
You
of the
know,
things that Heinlein wrote are a lot like Orwell. They're a lot like he's an excellent science fiction writer. Ray Bradbury's another really good one. What was the one? Oh God, Mars. Uh, what is it? Stranger in a Strange Land is another really good
that's
one.
Heinlein, yeah.
Yeah, that's also
Margaret
Heinlein.
Atwood, like don't forget the
Oh
Queen.
yes, we can't forget that. That's for the females out there
Did
and the women. Yeah.
you know Denise Siegel.
Denise Steele?
Denise Siegel.
Siegel.
The
No, not the same.
astrology on YouTube. You don't know her?
No.
Oh, she does, I don't know, regular astrology. You do exotic astrology. This is
Oh,
my
Vedic.
yeah. No, she wrote a book she wrote it in the early 90s and she couldn't get anyone to publish it. They said this is a great book. We'd love to publish it, but it'll bum people out. They won't want to hear about it.
Yeah, I call that grouchy Fauci moment. I have actually been turned down with a couple of book deals because I said Project 2025 was going to happen.
Yep.
You know, who was going to get it reelected? He's going to win a third term. All of his stuff is going to happen, and they didn't
Nobody
like
wants
it.
to hear it. Yeah.
No one
Well,
wants to
this
hear
is fiction. This book she wrote is fiction, and
Mm.
it's about a theocratic administration that's run by like one of those big churches, you know, with the big hair and the big swinging, you know what?
Oh, and the
And
eyelashes that are like this. Yeah, I know.
and authoritarianism and a degradation of the environment, which threatens the existence of humanity. They're living in a bubble. But here's the most bizarre thing of all, without naming names. One of my children has an Irish name, and one of the main characters has the same name
Yeah,
in her book. We've never met. When she wrote that book, it was decades before we met. So I read her book and I called her up and I said, you know, it's an unusual Irish name.
yeah.
And I said, how did you? This is so weird. She goes, you're kidding. I said, no, you named your character after my daughter before we ever knew each other. It's a very unusual name and not common, not spelled in a recognizable way. It's, those Irish names are all weird.
Well, if it's Irish, then it's something that I have to actually look up and then like learn the pronunciation of. Yeah, it's like it's not Sehoban. It's
Yeah, Saoirse Ronan does a really funny little bit. You know, she's an actress from Ireland. She's young, she's cute, and she does this whole riff on how you pronounce Irish names and how you spell her name, and it's meant to be comical and almost whimsical, almost connected to a bit of a tune, almost a rhythm. You move the O, you add the I. You know, so funny, so cute. Yeah, Irish names are a challenge.
Oh yeah, I hear you there. And then Rose Blue says that's Elon with 14 kids. There's a whole thing behind that. I highly suggest watching the 60 Minutes with Elon, and they go into his father and his relationship with him, and then the family chain of schizophrenia, the Nazi connections. It's very interesting, and he is literally trying to create his own little army, and the name of his AI is Grok, which is from Stranger in a Strange Land.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. I read. Grok came out, and I'm like, he read the same books I did growing up.
I was like, why is he talking about that book? I didn't really realize what it was that he was talking about. I didn't realize it was a whole.
He's obsessed with Mars, and what's interesting is I can actually tell people who their higher self is when they reach like just before they reach ultimate consciousness, and I'm connected to Martian energy, and so.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. And so it's a whole thing. It's all about the Vedic principles, and the Vedic principles are the start of a long tree of many cultures that feed into this.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, it's a whole thing. And then let's see. Garnet says Aldous Huxley.
Aldous Huxley, yeah.
Doors of Perception. Okay. Oh, that's is that you, Garnet? Is that you when you were younger? You're adorable. Oh my gosh.
What are we looking at?
And then fictional, check him out. It's his little photo down here. I'm wondering if that's you or your son. I don't know. It's cute. Aaron is here. Good to see you, Aaron. Go ahead and ask your questions here. Aaron is actually a professional fisherman and hunter, and he is part of the Yakima tribe in Washington State. So, and he makes jerky, and I watch his videos, and I always kind of joke
Uh-oh, we froze.
Did I go
We
away?
froze.
I froze. Okay. He wears slippers like this.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he wears shower slippers when he's out, like running up and down cliff sides. And I'm like, how can you do this? Like, it's just like, it's amazing. So, but he's got a great channel where he does a lot of hunting and fishing and things like that. So
I heard a foot doctor the other day talking about your feet, and why old people tend to fall a lot. And it's because everybody's running around in these tennis shoes that have the thick soles that are all soft and cushy. And she said, you need to be able to have all of the nerves on the soles of your feet touching the earth, because it gives your brain proprioception. It tells your body where it is, and it keeps those connections working. And when you're in the house, she says, take your shoes off. And I've always gone barefoot in the house. Too much, I have to defend it all the time,
Yeah, if I have carpet, I'll do it. But we have concrete floors here, so I have to wear the slippers.
Well, you can wear socks with the things that so you don't slide,
Oh, there's that too. Oh, and they have ones where you can clean the floor at the same time. Don't get me started on those. Okay.
Oh, that's promising.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron, it's so good to see you. And he's laughing. He says general reading. Okay, I'll put you in the queue. Oh my gosh. Oh, you need to head out. Oh, you have a great night and evening, Fogo Pogo. Miss Kaylee, good to see you. Me too. Everyone makes fun of me, but I feel comfortable. I think it's a native thing, like Helen said. It's how you feel connected.
Well, what am I? Chopped liver? I mean, not even American. That's hilarious. But see, we're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
We really are.
Exactly. Whether you're in Ireland or you're in America, it doesn't matter. I mean, for me, I have size 6 feet and I'm 5'8". And so I need like ankle support when I'm because I'm just like,
you have the little delicate girl's feet.
I got
have like
feet.
flat boots.
Yeah, so you actually have feet that can balance you out. For me, I got ballerina feet, so
when
it's
you have children, every time you have a child, you have hormones that spread out your joints. You can think about why you need to have that happen at the end of your pregnancy, right? And so it relaxes all of your joints, and they never really fully go back to where they were. So it's almost predictable that when you have children, you're going to get a larger size shoe.
Oh, well, I've never been pregnant, so that explains it.
Yeah.
I just have my little baby feet, my little virgin baby feet.
Are they all bunioned out and weird like ballerina?
Oh, no, my feet are gorgeous. They're just little,
wow.
Yeah, they're actually really cute. They got something. So they're just little though. So, oh, Venus is here. And then Pure Love Essence. I wear most barefoot shoes some years. And yes, I had those feet shoes. I had 2 pairs of them and I tried running in them because I was also a runner. And I had to stop doing it because I kept breaking my ankles. And it got so bad that I broke my ankle. I shattered it. My foot went completely sideways and I split my leg bone completely vertically all the way up to the knee. And so I went, yeah, these feet aren't made for running. So I had
did you get your bones looked at? Do you have osteoporosis?
I had surgery done. I'm very small boned. Like if
you have that little bird bone thing going
on. I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can see the size of my hand and my wrist. I just have very small bones, but I have long joints. It's like I'm like a spider monkey. If I had a tail, I'd be a spider monkey. I'm just very long, and so that's why I was a long distance runner. I can just there was I used to have this jacket that I used to wear, and it was a big windbreaker, and when the wind was strong enough on runs when we were in high school and college, because I was a cross country runner, I would open it up and the wind would carry me. It was
oh my God.
I'm not kidding. I didn't break 100 pounds until college, and I can still get under that if I don't eat enough. It's a thing. It's like I'm like
Am
a bird.
I a bad person if I hate you right now?
Oh, you know what?
That's so unfair. Oh
you have, 5 beautiful daughters, and you're beautiful now, and so we all have our.
But you should see my feet. That's so sad.
Oh my goodness. And then leather soles are good for grounding. Okay. I know that Gandhi, he created a leather sole program where he would find cows that were dead in India and he would give them to the poor. So that was a big thing that he did. And everyone's giving us their shoe size. Okay. Oh, and I saw this. I watched the feet binding thing. Oh my gosh, they're like this. It's awful what they do to. Oh, and so they can't run away. Oh, 103 pounds. Yeah, I hear you. Like since moving to Mexico, I'm up to 115, which is like huge for me. You know, it's a big deal. And so, but when I was in Washington, I got down to like 98 because the food was too expensive and it was making me sick. So I'm really glad to be here in Mexico. I put on some weight. I'm
probably under less emotional stress. That has a lot to do with it. You know, you feel.
It's also the food. It really is.
Really?
I mean, there's something they're doing. But anyways, okay, Venus is laughing. Okay, let's get on to our questions.
I'm ready.
All right. Some patients, you're next, and then Erin, you're after some patients.
To make plans for my first survival.
I need to make plans for my first survival day in August. Okay, what is the first survival day?
I don't understand that. Survival from.
Okay, so just to give you some background on some patients broke both arms and both legs while stepping off the porch that they just bought. Okay,
right, yeah.
And then they're on their third shoulder surgery now, and what else is going on? I mean, and there's some issues with work because she's not getting paid by their employer. So it's just a lot of karma all at once. And then
what's the first survival day?
Okay, I want to do something special for my survival day. Oh, when she fell. Oh, right? Is that what I mean?
Oh, that's the anniversary of when you fell. Is that
okay. I'm at a loss as to how to plan, do it on my own. I need guidance, how to stay frugal. Oh, well, I got frugal cards for you. So I'm right there with you. Okay, let me pull a few cards.
Am I getting this right? This is the anniversary of the day she was.
Are we getting it right? Some patients? Is this about the and you're getting some love in the chat. Oh wow. Okay, one, you guys. This is not a novel. There you go. Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay, so we'll wait to hear, but you know me, I don't mind spending a little time on myself. Okay, so this is just like self-care, things like that. Okay, they're saying don't go overboard with my cards before Helen chimes in. I got Capricorn. Capricorns are not big partiers. They're the people who drive everyone home. So they're asking you to, yes, it'll be my 1-year anniversary of falling, breaking my ankle, shin, 2 elbows, 2 torn tendons in my left shoulder, and severed everything on my right shoulder. Well, Capricorn rules the bones and tendons as well. Okay, you just got rid of a ton of karma. When some people go through accidents like this, it's usually because they were at war in a past life and they were really good at what they did. Okay, so you just got rid of a ton of karma there. So the main thing that I see is that you had a bit of a Wheel of Fortune reverse moment regarding the issue. Okay, they're saying it's totally okay to celebrate, but don't go too big. Okay, I got Page of Pentacles. So this would be something small that you do for yourself. I didn't get the Queen, I didn't get the King. They're saying do something special, but don't go overboard with it because you're still healing from the misfortune that you just received. And of course, Capricorn rules the bones and tendons. That's Saturn. So Saturn is saying, hey, you can celebrate, but at the same time, I still want you to feel this. So, but the next time a king tells you to go to war for him, you kind of do a second, thought and go, you know what? I don't want to do that. Those people didn't do anything to me and my family. Okay. Holy cow. Really? They just showed me the whole thing that caused this. Okay. Basically, you were under the rule of a king in a past life. You went to war for this king. You didn't really agree with what they were doing, but you did it under orders, and now you're having to pay it back. And Shani, the karmic teacher, is going, learn from this, but at the same time, I'm going to let you celebrate a little bit because that seed's been planted, okay? This is what the king was. This is what caused your accident. Are you ready for this? It was Duradna. Duradna is a narcissist who thinks that his army is his own personal
They always do. Yeah.
That he can do whatever he wants with. And he wants to let you know that this is not who you are as a soul, and that you need to learn from that experience. Just because the king tells you to do it doesn't mean you need to follow orders, even if you're a soldier, a soldier. Okay. Now, there's the whole story of Bhishma. That's a whole other thing. But this is telling you, do not follow false egos. You're learning this at work too. You tend to follow people, leaders especially, who are narcissistic, ego-driven, just, oh God, just horrible human beings. Okay. These are people that had way too much given to them and they didn't have to work for it. This is Duradna. This is unresolved desire, but they demand recognition for stuff they didn't do. Okay. He was driven by envy through just massive amounts of entitlement. And anything that someone said against him wounded his pride. His downfall stemmed from refusing any type of self-examination. And so he's teaching you that when you ignore the shadows, your destiny is going to bring you these moments. And I was raised by a man like this, so no judgment from me, okay? Because this card is asking you to confront inner shadows and acknowledge suppressed emotions before they take control, okay? So when it comes to the unchecked ambitions that are in and around you, they're going to sabotage your long-term success. So revisit the motive of why you chose to help certain people and why you chose to give them your autonomy. And that will help you rule your own life rather than allow other people to rule you in the decisions that you make and the actions that you take in this birth. Because in a past birth, you did this for people that are much like the people you're working for. They're taking advantage of you. They only care about themselves and they're narcissistic. Okay. So learn from this. Don't serve people like that. That's not who you are as a soul. Okay. I'm not a big partier, but I don't want it to be an ordinary day. Yeah, they're saying you can celebrate a little, but you need to learn from this because that's the bigger picture for you. Okay. Yeah.
I got another message about what's going on here in the larger picture. Shall I go?
Oh yeah.
Shall I go?
Because
okay.
Yeah, this doesn't narrow down in my life. A lot of people, even now, I'm scaling down just the minor non-war starting level ones. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So you're already doing the introspection. You know,
Yeah.
Jonathan's paying back the same stuff. He just did it economically for a king in his past birth. And boy, is he paying economically in this one. Luckily, he has someone that can help him. But at the same time, he's still having to pay it. And I tell him, you know, the reason why you're going through all of this stuff is because you did this, this, and this in a past birth. And I got Akashic record readers and mediums on board and they all confirmed it. So yeah. Okay, Helen.
Okay, sorry. I got the 4 of Wands. Yes, celebrate, but do with a few close friends, right? But I got a message about what happened to you, and I think this is really interesting. Think about the injuries that you had. All 4 of your limbs were broken. Not only could you not help yourself, you could do nothing for anybody. You know, you were forced into inactivity and introspection and a period of time where even if you wanted to reach out and help other people, you couldn't. And part of that lesson for you was the importance of going beyond yourself and doing things for other people while you're able to do it. And these next 3 cards, to me, that's the message here. You're the Queen of Cups. You survived. You are now, we're hoping, I'm going to assume this is true, much more compassionate for other people. You've gone through some stuff. You've suffered, you know, and that you can either, not you, but in general, people who suffer a lot can either get stuck in self-pity or they can take that experience and learn compassion for others from that experience. So go out, Knight of Cups, go out and see what you can do. Reach out to other people. And then the 2 of Cups, which is about working with other people, being compassionate, acts of service and love. So this injury that you had, yes, it addressed former lives. Yes, it addressed karma, but it also addressed the here and now. And I don't know, I can't imagine going through that. I had a friend in high school who got hurt on a motorcycle, and this is after high school. I ran into her in the bathroom of the public library one day. She was in the stall with her grandmother because she had 2 broken arms, and her grandmother had to help her in the bathroom. And I thought about that ever since, because I thought, boy, what do you learn from an experience like that? You learn humility. You learn to accept love and to accept acts of service. And that's very hard. It's humbling to do that. But you take those lessons and put them to work. Have your celebration and then go do good things for other people.
Oh.
Shockingly happy. That's good. That's it. See, it helped.
It is. And welcome, Spider Bite. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I got your question in.
Oh.
And Spider Bite says, that's a gorgeous card. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, some patients, I mean, that just kind of hit me. You have a stellium just like Jonathan does in your chart. And it's really interesting because his was economic, but yours was actually physical. And so you had to, and you mentioned the motorcycle, Helen. That's another thing. Jonathan almost lost his leg in a motorcycle accident in high school. He got run over by a truck. It ran over his leg. Now he's the opposite of me. We actually measured this because we're so different body type wise. I measured my thigh. That's like the biggest part of my thigh. It's the size of his ankle.
I can't even talk to you.
It's serious. He's built like Thor. It's like he's like the lightning god over here. He's huge bones, And I'm like, it's no wonder I was attracted to you, because it's just like I guess biologically we'd like even each other out,
Yeah. Well, you know what we used to call motorcycles in the hospital?
Well, he got his leg got run over, and they said he shouldn't have a leg left.
Yeah.
But because, what did they call you? Because he has the legs and bones of a Viking longshoreman, he'll survive. He'll be fine. He's never broken a bone. He's never snapped a tendon.
Wow.
Because he's built like a Viking god. I mean, it's crazy. And I'm like a bird,
So I worked on a neurology floor.
Yeah.
Lots of head injuries and many, many, many young guys, motorcycle accidents. And this sounds callous. Don't take this the wrong way. People who work in the medical field with life and death situations, they have to be able to use humor, or they couldn't help you because the emotion would be too much. We called motorcycles donor cycles.
Oh yeah, because once the brain goes or the heart goes, you got to act quick, and you got to make sure, especially if they are an organ donor on their card, you got to get them in.
But so often an accident with a motorcycle ends up in donating organs. So often.
Yeah. And that's why that's why I had so many issues with the issue with Alex Preddy. I don't know if did you read about Alex Preddy? Alex Preddy was
in Minneapolis?
In Minnesota, yeah. He was in Minnesota, and
was he on a motorcycle?
No, he was actually helping someone. He was killed by ice, and he was actually helping a woman up, and they shot him 9 times in the back.
Right.
And what he did for a living was he was an ICU nurse.
Right.
And he was the one responsible for wheeling the head injuries, the emergency patients out for organ donation. And he would do a whole prayer, and he would everything for the family. He would videotape it. He would do the whole thing. And so, it's kind of like that. You have to separate your emotions, but at the same time honor the family. And it's a mindset that takes some getting used to.
I did read that. I thought you were going to say something that he was on a motorcycle. I was taking you.
Oh no, he was shot 9 times in the back by a coward.
Right, and when I read about what he did for a living, I thought, well, of course, what we've got.
The saints.
Karma working itself out here. This is somebody who's spiritually dedicated his life to acts of service.
Yes.
In a big way. And at some point made the decisions on a subconscious level, that the sacrifice might change the conversation, might make things, better.
And some patient says, after the fall, I was 100% on my own, no support, no hospitalization, nothing but me, alone at home with ibuprofen.
Are you kidding me? How did you do that? This is just wrong. This is so wrong.
And it should also let you know who your friends and family are. I mean, you know, if you're not getting that kind of support, it's time for a reset, my dear, you know. And then Rose Blue says that's why the helmet is called the brain bucket. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, when you've worked enough in this, you know, it's kind of like if you've lived in the United States and you go to another country and like something traumatic happens and everyone around you freaking out. This actually happened here in Mexico. And I'm just like, I'm the only one non-reacting because I'm like, okay, they haven't seen like that.
It's got to be a Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, like you just get used to it, you know. It's part of being in the medical community. It really is. So I know that sounds a little much, but it's just when you just have to get used to it.
You have to be able to separate yourself a little bit from the emotional reaction.
Yeah.
And you can fall apart later. And a lot of people do fall apart later, but you can, in order to do the job, you have to be able to keep that distance a little bit. Yeah.
And then Spider Bite used to ride a motorcycle because it helps know I'm a woman or man, you know, you still have a head.
Yeah, your nervous system is pretty much the same. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to, I mean, I dated a lot of guys that rode motorcycles and I'm really glad I didn't die. So there's that. So, and then Venus says, I love that Spider Bite. Yeah. I've ridden motorcycles too myself, and it's just like, you know, it wasn't necessarily the riding the motorcycle, it was the other drivers on the road that were the problem, you know. So
I had a girlfriend at the hospital who was a nurse who was real, you know, she was radical.
Oh yeah.
She had a motorcycle.
Oh, after seeing all the head patients that came in?
Yes. And one night after we were waiting for my husband to get off work. So it was like, you know, 10:30 at night. 2 blocks from the hospital. She said, come on, Helen, get on my bike. I'll drive you over to the hospital. And I was like, I don't want to. But I got on the back 2 blocks going, you know, residential section, 25 miles an hour, 10:30 at night, no traffic. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I do not understand the allure. I'm a coward. I do not like adrenaline. I'm a chicken.
Oh God!
I embrace it fully. I'm a chicken.
I'm surprised I'm not dead. You know, I dated guys that were crazy, bungee jumping, Olympic guys. I went, and Jonathan was like that too when he was younger. I like guys that are like dangerous. You know what I mean? And so, and I'll get right in there with them.
I really don't know.
I'm not dead.
I'm very boring. I like, you know, predictability and calm and sanity. If you think bungee jumping is fun, I have nothing in common with you. I don't.
Well, when I'm not like that anymore, but you know, I would still jump out of an airplane though, just to kind of feel the chute. I would do that.
You do realize that.
Yeah.
No.
I know. It's just because when you've been through so much, it's just like, what's this going to do? You know?
Well, I can tell you the possibilities. If you want to know, I can tell you. You don't have to do it to find out. I can tell you what the possibilities are. You might land safely and you might not.
Come in.
You're defying gravity. Good luck with that.
I mean, and that's why I think like the divine made me a nurse at a young age so that I could see that and not do too many stupid things. So, and I haven't. I've thought about it, but I haven't. And then this is Jonathan. It was the same for me with the leg injury. Elevation and Tylenol was the whole medical program in 1974. Yeah. I decided to never write again, just past it now. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. You did it. You're amazing. You're a strong soul. I mean, I don't know how you did it either. That is amazing. And in Spider-Man, I sold my motorbike 3 weeks ago. Woo!
Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I get where you're coming from because I was a little bit of a daredevil myself. So I've done some crazy stuff, and I look back on that and go, thank God I'm alive. It really, oh my goodness. Wind therapy. That's a good way of seeing it, you know.
Wind therapy.
And then some patient says, I'm still on my own. I have 3 MRIs this month. Tendon teams diagnosed, ankle, elbow, and shoulder. 3rd outpatient's procedure on my right shoulder past Thursday. Yeah, that's why they're telling you not to celebrate too hard because you're still healing. That's going on. But they did show me why this happened to you. Okay, you were basically following a false king, just like you're following a false boss right now. Okay, they're trying
And
to
it's incredible how long these things can take to heal. It's
Mhm.
really much longer than
Yeah.
you would think. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Pure Love Essence, I get it. I used to work at day center most of the time, died on lunchtime or after lunchtime. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then Tylenol is vastly underrated. Okay. I'm an ibuprofen girl. Tylenol doesn't work on me.
I just bite a chunk of leather.
Yeah,
I
there
have a
you
high pain
go.
threshold.
Drink some meat and bite a chunk of leather. That's the
As
Viking
my
and
mother
Helen.
would say, offer it up to the souls in purgatory.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm right
Okay,
there
so
with
do
you,
we have
Rose
somebody
Blue.
else to read for?
We do.
Somebody
Oh,
waiting? Going, come
let's
on,
see.
guys.
I think we got through our let's see. I think we
Big
got through all of our
requests.
tippers. Yeah, so let's go in order of our requests. Okay. I know Helen's keeping me on track. Oh, I know. LOL. Thank you.
That's a sad statement if I ever heard one.
Well, Kaylee left, so she's not here. Aaron. So general reading, please, for Aaron. Okay, thank you for being patient with us, Aaron.
My barefoot friend.
I did pull cards for you, Aaron. And they're actually really good ones. The first card, while Helen pulls, is I got the lovely Jupiter for you. So you've got some good things coming your way, my dear. This Jupiter is like the Santa Claus of the zodiac. He just entered sidereal Cancer. So this tells me that there is something homeland-wise, something good coming your way. Okay, this is a really good card to get because it tells me that you have blessings coming, and you are such a good steward for your tribe and for the people that are a little lost when it comes to finding their way, especially the younger ones. They're showing me younger men. Okay, so your big blessings coming. So that's what's really good for your guides. Your hard work will pay off. This came up upright. This is the Ten of Wands. Now she's literally walking with a bunch of bags on a yak's body. What this represents is you're able to take the load of the responsibilities that have been given to you and see them to fruition. This also kind of reminds me of the cliffs that you have to run up and down when you're salmon fishing in your shower shoes. But you're amazing. Like, you know how to work hard and make it come to fruition. So everything that you're doing now is going to work out for you. Okay. And that's really great news. This is who you are in the mix. I got the King of Cups. Now, this is emotional authority, but it's balanced with a passion for life, a passion for others. You're a healer, you're a counselor, you're a bit of an artist too. You can bring stability in other people's emotions because you're a compassionate ally and an ultimate listener. And notice that he's by the ocean here, he's by the water. And that's where you work, that's where you're your best. So you can help people as kind of like a leader and a guru in your tribe because you command that realm and you take on the leadership and responsibility that's required for you. So this is very Cancerian. Jupiter just entered Cancer. It's going to be there until June 25th of next year. And so this is your chance to shine, my friend. You're really going to do well when it comes to leading others. And then, I mean, I love getting this card because it reminds me that the universe is at your beck and call. Okay. It tells me that you are in tune with the sounds of the universe and what's going on. I got the Affinity card. This is Shanka. When Shanka sounds, which is the divine conch, a sacred beginning is unfolding within your environment. It announces beginnings and endings. So there's a cycle of creation coming your way. It's a spiritual spiral form. It symbolizes eternity and purity and divine sound. And in sacred tradition, sound itself is creation. So you have a fresh emotional chapter opening for you. Any new idea, project, or phase is going to be given a lot of positive energy and spiritual protection. And if you're thinking of a new venture or creative idea, your artistic pursuits will be favored as well. Know that every ending is signaling a new beginning. So do any kind of sound healing, breathwork, mantra, whatever you do to keep yourself grounded to earth, to spirit, and it will be supported at this time. So great positive cards for you, Aaron. And I love blessings. I always say the creator doesn't put weight on weak people. I love that. So Aaron. And then even when I try not to lead, I always get thrusted into that position because you are a leader. I'm going to be in National Geographic, the magazine. Send me the article. I'll put it on my social.
Are you writing an article? Wow. Or are they covering you?
Oh my gosh. Like he's if you go to his channel, Aaron Whitefoot, everybody, it's right here. He is a professional native fisherman and huntsman in
Guys,
Washington
that must
State.
be
He's
why.
part of the tribal
Yeah.
movement. So follow him. Okay, guys, he makes incredible videos. Okay,
His
Caroline.
cards show that. It's so interesting.
I love it.
I'm glad to know that little bit about him. So I got the Six of Cups, which is a connection to the past, a very strong connection to family and tradition and the way things used to be. And you got the King of Cups. I got the Queen of Cups. I think that this is, when we get farther into the reading, this is implying that there is a deep knowledge there coming from a place of compassion that's going to serve you because you have a challenge coming up, the Ten of Swords. But not to worry. Turn to that history, turn to that generational connection that you have. I don't know, maybe a little shamanic magic. I don't know.
He has
a
it.
magician.
Yeah.
And you will be able to move beyond the challenge. It'll be the beginning of a new project. Maybe this is that National Geographic thing. And it's going to present you with some sort of choice, but you have that that sense of justice and intelligence that will help you to make the right decision. This is such a strong reading to have these three cards influencing you. You know, the choice can be governed by your intelligence and your sense of justice, but also by the compassion that's an innate part of you. A little bit of magic. So that's what I got.
I love that. And it says it's on the Hanford Elk Hunt. It's Dustin's on my YouTube. It's the new path of challenges. I love that. And everyone's saying congratulations. National Geographic is no small feat. That's probably why I got so many good cards for you.
Incredible. Yeah.
Now, you did get the Ten of Swords. What did you feel through that energy?
Well, I think there's a challenge coming. I think he's going to be facing maybe a decision, maybe just a problem, a challenge of some sort.
Because I know that native lands, especially in Washington, they're going to come later. But do you feel that it's connected to his land or his tribe at all?
I think the answer is, I don't know what the issue is, but I think he will find it in his heritage and in the inner wisdom that he has. And I don't think he needs to be told that. I think he knows that he can access that. I have that feeling, you know. But having some trust in the magic that carries for you, there's a strong history there, and you can lean on that and utilize that, and it'll help whatever this decision or challenge is. You know, not all challenges are bad either.
No.
Because that's where growth comes from. Yeah.
And everyone's congratulating you, Aaron. That is so well deserved. I mean, it's huge. And it says the challenge will be the people of my tribe will be mad at me. Why will they be mad at you? You know, but you're bringing a light to that area. So that's good.
Why would they be mad at him? Consorting with the defilers of the land, you know.
Kind of broke down our hunt by detail, and tribal members will be mad when it comes out. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like if you're an Italian mother, you gave out the secret sauce. Okay.
Secrets, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's that Queen of Cups, you know, that inner wisdom, that knowledge.
Well, but here's, give me a second. I'm getting a message. Okay. Wow. What's coming for the land is that the people that are going to try to, they're fighting the wrong battle. Okay. So can you guys give me an analogy? They're just showing me kind of a movie right now. The people that are going to try to take over that land and the responsibility for it will not have the honor or responsibility that you do. And this documentary will help inspire others to protect, support, and even fund its safety. So this is not a bad thing. It's kind of like Okay, you guys gave me an analogy. Okay, mom gave away the secret sauce, and a corporation tries to steal it, and so the entire town gets around her, and she makes it famous on her own. It's kind of like that. So it's literally you're they can't remake it because they don't have the magic. They don't have the magician. Like Helen said, they're going to try to do it and they're going to fail because they don't have the spirit of the guides and of nature behind them. So what your people need to understand, what your tribe needs to understand, is you can teach them how to make the sacred sauce, but only mama can make it. Only there has to be spirit behind it. There has to be the love. There has to be the energy. They were not going to be able to do it. This kind of happened with me in a separate thing, but that's what I'm getting. And then I broke down
can I guess something? I'm gonna guess that this is already done, or is this going to be happening soon? Because if it's going to be happening soon, then the advice that the cards would give is this is your opportunity to enlighten people about the heritage and the ways, the customs. I see the argument for both sides. That's why I'm hesitating. I can understand why they would want to hold those things close, but people cannot appreciate what they don't understand. Mm-hmm. And how will the larger culture fully appreciate what it is mm-hmm. that you have to offer from your culture if they're not told about it, if they don't know about it? Are they afraid that somebody else is going to come in and try to do the hunt the same way? Is that what they're worried about? Like take the pointers and use that to go hunt themselves?
He says the hunt is done. The article hasn't put out because they love it and want it to wait until the summer edition is put out. Now, Jonathan, I'm going to put you on the spot because you're humming and hawing. Just to give you guys some background on Jonathan, he is from Choctaw tribe, which is part of Cherokee, but it's like they melded after the white people killed all of them. So that's his original family affiliation with Native tribes, and he worked with the what was it? The Native tribes, the Tao tribal, and it was Tao, and he worked with the Duwamish, and he worked with the Sammamish. He worked with it was the tribes of Washington. And so Jonathan actually has some stuff here, and he just hummed and hawed. And do you have a message for Aaron? Okay, you have to speak up, honey. You can come and sit right here. Because Jonathan did a lot of work for the tribes of Washington, so he wants to kind of chime in.
Yeah, the Hanford site has always been a problem. It was actually.
Oh, he knows about the Hanford site. Let me.
Yeah, this is the nuclear site.
Right? Okay, there we go.
Nuclear reactor is the way to put it, and it was used to create a lot. It was used in the research that led to nuclear warfare. There was only one bomb been dropped in the entire history, and it was the United States dropping it on Japan, and some of the material came from Hanford. And Hanford is still an operating nuclear plant. You can't really shut it down because it's like opening Satan's box. Satan's out of the box, So, if you're bringing any attention to Hanford, it's just going to be how your people have been able to survive around that all these years. You did it for millennia prior to Hanford.
Before they polluted. Yeah, they had all this.
Now there it is, and you can't really just go over to the nuclear reactor and flip the off switch. It doesn't work that way. It's going to be. It will be active for millennia.
Well, they had the downwinders, right, Jonathan? They had all the people that were affected by the nuclear.
There's no good direction to stand in a nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
So, bringing awareness brings in allies as well as those who would be. Yeah, I think it's a good idea but it's like anything else. You have to be tactful. You have to do it gently. You can't just blurt out the truth even though it's the truth. I've heard about this, and my former partner spent a lot of time working with.
She spent her whole lifetime working with the tribes.
Basically her whole lifetime working with the tribes
Yeah.
in the Puget Sound area and as far down as Yakima.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the nuclear thing is just, it's an atrocity. And it's, you know, the devil is out of the box.
Yeah.
You know, it's active. You could gently shut down the reactor and it will still be radioactive for millennia.
Yeah.
So the idea that they're trying to now, you know, turn it into something else is just, it's continuing a bad situation. But they're the bullies. They got all the weapons and the money. What really scares me is to think of our current administration having anything to do with nuclear power.
Oh my God.
Well, Jonathan, the inmates are running the asylum, right?
Was it like Batman? You know, like they even look like Batman villains. You know,
Yeah,
it's just
Scary.
yeah, they make the Batman villains look like, you know, Charlie Brown.
oh
So anyway,
But that brings us full circle to what we started talking about at the very beginning. These are things that we cannot control. We can protest, you know, we can vote, but ultimately the inmates are running the asylum, and so we have to learn how to dissociate, that's the wrong word, detach from the material part of it and use it as an object lesson for spiritual growth. That's much easier said than done.
yeah, absolutely. I'm reading what Aaron says here. I am so glad to hear that you're able to use the land and that things have been tested and things have been tested and it looks like you'd be able to use it productively now. That's a huge step for your people and for all of us. So God bless you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I knew he'd do something about what was going on because that's been Jonathan's most of his life. So
thanks, Jonathan.
Aaron, yeah. You guys are the first to know exactly what my interview was on. I didn't explain it to anyone. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations, Aaron. You took one for the team. You are an amazing person. And then Venus says, I love it when Jonathan chimes in. Very wise, hubby. Oh, thank you, Venus. I'm very lucky. And then everyone's talking about your tribal leaders will not approve of my interview and will frown upon me. Do you have any advice for him regarding that, Jonathan?
You know, doing good always comes at a cost.
Yeah.
It really does. And people that curse you now will bless you in the future.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there you go.
It's all about the intention.
It really is. And your intentions are good. So you're going to be okay, Aaron. You're doing the right thing. And you're getting lots of hearts. Thank you, Venus. And then let's see. Just making sure I've got everybody here. Everyone's talking about their native history. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, I feel left out.
Oh, hey, I don't think I don't know who I am. So I just like, I'm left out of all the conversations, Helen.
My grandparents grew up next door to each other.
Oh, of course. I don't know who my family is. So we're like, you know, I'm just a big question mark. So.
And we're probably the most boring DNA profile anybody has ever done. It's so funny. One of my daughters had her DNA done, so it was a reflection of all of us, right? And I told her ahead of time what it was going to be, and I was right, you know. And after she posted the results, we have a little family thread going. Within 30 seconds, all 4 of her sisters had said exactly the same thing. So funny. And I quote, "We are so white."
Well, so I did get a DNA panel done a few years ago and it came back with Uganda. So I don't even want to get started with that. I have no idea. But there were a lot of like European settlers there. So,
oh God, that's so interesting.
Yeah, Uganda is where like most of my bloodline is from.
Well, you know, they can narrow down when they do it. I don't know if this is true of every place in the world, but when it comes to Ireland, they can narrow it down to like what area of the country your DNA is from. It was all from the same place. Yeah. I think they call that, I don't know, intermarriage in your family. I don't want to use the word. I'll get in trouble with YouTube.
Oh,
But
yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know where I'm from or who my parents are. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just be me. I didn't have kids, so I'm just, being me. And then reported the Persians pulled a group of skeletons to help them. Oh, okay. Okay. And then it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. There you go. There you go, Aaron. That's just for you. And Spider Bites Australian. Well, that explains your name. I've been hospitalized for a spider bite. So the spiders in Australia are no joke.
Well, was it a brown recluse?
It was actually a hobo spider. It was a
Oh my
male hobo
God.
spider.
Oh my God.
And it was in my ex's bed. And I know it was a whole thing. And so I woke up and there was this thing on my knee, and I'm like, oh, I'll get over it. I'll get over it. And then it started like, it was bad. I had to go to the hospital.
Necrosis, right?
Yeah, I started getting like the lines up the leg. I mean, they got over half a cup of pus out of my knee.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
It was a thing. It was necrosis.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like eating through me. But
Oh,
apparently,
my
hobo
God.
spiders between February and March, male ones, have really potent venom. And I'm like, oh, I learned something about venomous spiders in Washington. And this was in Kirkland, Washington. So it was right near the lake. So,
And you were in the house.
yeah. This was when I was dating my ex, who was just like the devil. But I think it was just them trying to get me to run.
See, I was thinking if I just stayed inside, I'd be okay. But this is scary news. I'm going to worry about this now. Oh, my God.
No, don't mess with them, especially between January and March. That's what the Evergreen Hospital told me. They were like, oh, you would not believe how many bites were coming in. So, yeah.
God.
And then whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, coming up short and short again. There's no effort without error and shortcoming. Okay. Yeah, some patience has been through some stuff and is reading some stuff. Enthusiasm, great devotions, spends himself worthy in a cause. The best knows the end, the triumph and high achievement. Yeah, you're getting like a prophetic message
Yeah,
here.
who is this? Who are we quoting here?
This is the person
Teddy
Theodore Roosevelt. We talked about teddy bears at the beginning, didn't we? And chocolate.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Bill
Charge!
Yes.
Did
Yeah.
you ever see Arsenic and Old Lace?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh my
with
gosh,
Cary
I
Grant.
love it.
I mean, it's a play, but they made a movie of it with Cary Grant, and he's got two old aunts who are just a little daughtery, but it turns out they're actually poisoning all these men.
Oh.
All these guys come to visit, and they give them tea and it has arsenic in it, but it's a comedy, and it's very, very funny. Yeah. Irene, is it Irene Dunn? I can't remember who the woman is in it. But it's Cary Grant. That's all I care about.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very Ashleisha. Ashleishas are the administrators of poison, and they can use them for good or bad, depending on the nakshatra they're in. And then your Caribbean tribal, very cool. And then Aaron says, like always, appreciate you guys, love you. Missed you. We missed you too, Aaron. You've been busy, getting into National Geographic. Please send me the article. I feel very happy now. I got to share this with you. Prayer is so strong because you take time out of your life to think of someone else. Of course, every day we pray every single morning and night for all of you. We love you guys so much, and you're included in that, Aaron. And then, oh dear, yes. Yeah. Brown recluse on my backside, Dexigo, antibiotic shots in my hips. Oh, those are the worst. I hear you. And
they call it
a cousin to the hobo spider. Yeah, they're cousins. But one looks like a razor blade on the back, and one looks like a violin. Yeah, I learned all about spiders after this happened, and I'm like, I didn't know we had poisonous spiders in Washington because my parents, I grew up, I knew the South, and I knew about recluses, and I knew about black widows, but I did not know about hobos.
When I was a little girl growing up in California, we had tarantulas. Tarantulas. I mean, these things are like somebody's been.
They're like wolf spiders. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Vincent Price movie, And we were up visiting some friends who just lived on what they call it the Riviera. It's just up in the foothills. It's in town, and my sister was in a playpen, and I was about 6 or 7, and I look over, and there's a gigantic tarantula in the playpen with the baby. And when you're 6 years old, it's a little difficult to convince adults that you're not kidding, that you saw what you saw. But there really is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
totally hear
true.
you. They're nuts. They really are. And then let's see. Oh yes, Erin, let us know when your interview is televised. Yes, please do. We want to just spread it
So
to
it's
the
going to be
world.
on TV as well as in a magazine, or is it just going to be in a
I don't
magazine?
know. Like, tell us, Erin. This is really exciting stuff. We want to
Yeah.
celebrate you. This is huge.
Can we get an autograph?
Oh, come on. I mean, Erin, you are so deserving of this. I mean, if you guys watch this channel, it's pedal to the metal. It's amazing stuff. And then, yes, this is a famous quote by Teddy Roosevelt. Yes, great fun movie. Okay. Well, thank you for contributing some patience. You're amazing. Let's see. Let's see. Do. Arsenic and Old Lace was Elaine Harper. Okay, there you go.
That was the girl, the fiance.
Okay. And then Fiddleback, yes, that's what I learned this all, oh gosh, when I was 20 years old. I wasn't even, because I was getting my master's degree at the time I was 20. And I, yeah, and I learned the difference between the two. They said a hobo spider is the cousin to the brown recluse, but one has a razor, like it looks like, the things, the box openers, and they have that
Yeah.
little razor mark.
Mhm.
That's how they show me. Like, if you see that in your house, because I'm allergic to certain things, and apparently insects
Spider
are
bites.
one of them.
Yeah.
And so, like, if I get stung by a bee, it's a little different. If I get even insect like mosquito bites, it's like a welt. It's big for me.
I get like a dinner plate sized area, like a
Hmm.
histamine reaction, and the worst part, it's red and raised and hot,
Hmm.
but the worst part of it is it itches. It
Yes,
just
yes. I
itches.
might have a little
Oh,
Irish in me. I don't
I
know.
think
You have
that's
the
we're
green eyes and the
delicate.
auburn
We're
hair.
very delicate.
Yeah, because I was told that, like, by my doctors, because the people who raised me were Irish, but I don't know if I'm Irish from my like OG parents.
Blood, yeah.
Yeah, but I do have the green eyes and the auburn hair, and so it makes me wonder. They said, all of the conditions that I've had are very Irish. So yeah, I don't know.
All your allergic reactions fit the bill, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's very hard to get me drunk too, which I guess is another Irish thing. When I was in college, it's like everyone's doing shots, and I'm like, this is a waste of money. It's just like there's no point in me drinking anything because it's like it doesn't really have
Somebody
an
was
effect.
talking the other day, I don't know where I heard this. Somebody was talking about how much it costs for one drink out. It was like $17.
Oh, it's insane. And like for me to have a shot is like drinking water, so there's just no point.
I
It's
mean, if you want to get drunk, just buy a bottle and take it home. I just don't understand why you would spend that kind of money.
I don't get it, or
It's
just
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't. And then oh gosh, we're just having fun. Are you okay, Helen? It's just gonna go a little late. We're just
I'll
like,
talk about anything.
okay. It's like we're just all sitting and
You know
talking
me.
now. Oh my gosh. Hey, Marvy, good to see you, sweetie. Oh, okay. I put around the house. It conquers from Conquer Tree. It rids of spiders.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, okay. We got some folk stuff here. And some patients. I've been bitten by 4 black widows and 2 brown widows. Did you just come down to pay bunch? Like, are you like a Vedic god who just said, take all of my human births and get them done in one lifetime?
Oh
Like,
my God.
you have been through so much.
What are you sleeping in the woodpile? I mean,
I, after
what
breaking
are
your
you
blessed
doing?
heart.
How is that possible?
I mean, oh my gosh, you've been through so much. Oh, and Nat Geo has her channel. Okay. Okay, so Erin says they first wanted to put it on social media. It went through 3 or 4 editors and this badass, and now they want to put it into the
This is
magazine.
badass.
Not
That's a
TV, not yet.
professional
Okay.
evaluation.
But Aaron is pure television. I mean, he's so entertaining to watch. Now, I'm a vegetarian, and it's just part of my journey in this birth. I might have liked animals or meat too much in a past life because I got Saturn in the 6th, but I'm pure vegetarian. But I totally respect hunting and animal. I feed I actually cook meat for my dog every day, so I have no problem with it. But I really respect hunting. I really respect fishing, and you're a total pro at it. And they could do a series on you, Erin. Like, you are so entertaining. The shower shoes thing, I don't know what it is, but I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how you do it. It's like you're like Superman walking like down these cliff sides, in shower shoes. Like, I thought, how did you do that? Maybe it's my bird legs. I don't know, but I just look at that and have so much respect. You
It's
know?
just unreal. Yeah.
I believe I was asked to do a podcast. That's my goal. Podcasts are huge right now, especially you can actually, because young men, especially right now in los Estados Unidos, America, they're so lost. They're so lost, Aaron. They need purpose. They need drive. I mean, they need a way where
Didn't you
they.
see this? You know what that is?
Would you say you skipped a little bit?
Do you see this?
Yes.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
The world's smallest violin, Crimea River. They're so lost. I'm sorry. I have zero sympathy. Zero.
Yeah.
You know, when you have run the world for millennia
Mm-hmm.
with violence and force and oppression, and now maybe you have to cede a little inch,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all supposed to go into mourning for you? I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have no opinions.
And then
About
some
anything.
patient says the magazine is such an honor contract. It's huge. And then, hola, bonita, Marvi. Oh, salúdame a tu esposo, Jonathan. Oh, the World Cup is here, by the way. Oh, we are having so much fun with this. FIFA in Mexico is killing it, like killing it in football, aka soccer in Los Estados Unidos. They're killing it. Aaron would be hilarious in a podcast, scooped broadcast TV. Totally agree. Totally agree.
I think they're taking the place, really.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: Mexico, they deserve all the props. You know, I mean, the culture here.
No, I mean podcasts are taking the place of TV
Oh,
shows.
podcasts. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I misheard. Yeah, totally. They really are. It's the new radio. And what Jonathan and I, that's how we kind of keep up on current events, is we just
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to podcasts. And then some patients has had 4 near death. Oh my God, like you're just here, you're just some kind of like, I can't, you need to schedule. I want to do a reading for you just so I can look at what's going on. Okay. I invited them to follow us on our buffalo hunt. Yep, that's awesome. And then I got asked to do small podcasts, but declined. Okay, you didn't pay. I'm just going to pull a card for that just because, yeah. We got a celebrity in the house, people. Helen, what does the chariot mean?
Well, I think you might want to reconsider that, Aaron. Seriously. I think you might want to give that some thought. Podcasts are, even the small ones, even the unimportant ones. For example, my podcast.
Mhm.
They are the newest form of communication of ideas, and they've brought it to the public. So not only are they available for free everywhere for everybody, but anybody can do it. So you have to be discerning. They're not all gold, but there's so much out there. I've learned so much from podcasts. I listen to them all the time,
Yes.
and
It's
it's
how
the
you
up
get
and
the
coming
message
thing.
out.
So it's worth it. It's worth getting involved in it.
And then this is the kicker, Aaron. You can then become famous via these podcasts and point out the injustices being done to your tribe and get a powerful financial backing behind you. Think
It's an
about
opportunity, big
it. It
opportunity.
is. It's huge.
Yeah.
The more you put yourself out there, the more support that you're going to get from the collective, and the collective has resources to support your tribe. It's hard.
Let me warn you about something though. If you're going to be, if people offer for you to be on their podcast, they invite you, be discerning about who it is that's hosting, because there's a lot of toxicity out there.
Yes, there is. And then, okay, I finished up my grant to travel the world, Washington State, speaking on my YouTube and Facebook, my life in general. I'm feeling I have the confidence now. Good for you. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're still going. Kaylee, good to see you, sweetie. We're having fun. That's why I declined. Okay, so he picked up on that. Like, Aaron is very much in touch with his guides and spirit. So, he lives in an environment where he can do that. I'm I totally understand it. Since moving to Mexico, I feel more connected to this land than I did in Los Estados Unidos because it
Oh, that's
just,
interesting.
yeah. I mean, I'm surrounded by volcanoes, which explains my temper. But that might be the Irish thing. I don't know.
Well,
But
but you lived in Washington State. Isn't that part of the
for
Pacific
most of my
Rim?
life, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also traveled the world for most of my life too, because of the military. But it's interesting, you know, to kind of, yeah. He goes, yes, that's okay. That's why he declined. Yeah. So you picked up on that, Helen. Any advice, or I mean, we're just
Yeah. Say no to Jonathan Peterson.
that's
Because
exactly
his
how it
name's
goes.
Canadian psychiatrist.
Mhm.
He's a misogynist. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of misogyny. There's a lot of racism.
Mhm.
There's a lot of toxic masculinity. If
Mhm.
you see two boys sitting across from each other, well, 35-year-old boys sitting across from each other with backwards baseball caps, bro,
Oh, or sideways is even worse.
it's like a sign. Yeah. You just have to kind of dig into where they're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're just going to call a couple of people and then we're going to sign out.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have to go. I have family visiting.
I know. We have family.
I was just thrilled to be able to do this because I had a reason to be up here.
It gives you a break. I understand.
Yeah.
I totally do. We have Noor and we have Spiderbite. I think Spiderbite's still in the audience, but is Noor here? And then we appreciate you too, Erin. Thank you for coming back.
It was fun.
Yeah, you've got a standing ovation, like claps all around and throughout for you. I'm so excited for you and your new
I might be
venture.
getting in touch with you once I read that article.
And I have not lived in England. I haven't lived there, but yeah.
Okay,
All
now,
right,
who
but I
we're
do have.
reading?
I have a perfect. This is kind of weird, Helen. I have a how do you say it? It's a birthmark on my back, and it's England, and Scotland and Ireland. It's in the shape. It's the exact. It's a map, and it's the UK on my back.
That is weird.
Isn't it? Like if you take a photo of it and you compare it, it's the UK, but it's a birthmark on my back. Isn't that weird?
Ew.
Yeah. Like Jonathan was like,
obviously
he goes, "You have the
fine.
UK on your back." I'm like, "You're not the first person to tell me that."
Not the first person to see it.
I wear backless dresses, you know.
Oh, okay. No, you've read those books about people who remember past lives, remember how they died, they were shot, and they actually have a scar in this
but it's
life
in the
where
exact outline of like it's got Scotland, Ireland, and then Europe. Like it's not Europe. I'm sorry, England on my back. It's weird. And I asked my mother about it when I was younger. I'm like, "What's this?" When we were younger, they called them. They weren't great, but it was on my bum, and then it just moved up, and it's like right here now. So, and it looks like it's like an exact map of the UK on my back. It's weird.
didn't change shape when it moved.
No.
Oh man, that's very weird.
Isn't it? Yeah. And I don't have I'm not very freckled, unless I get into a lot of sun and the freckles disappear. But I don't have a lot of marks or anything. It's just that. So it's very interesting. I might have been stabbed in the back. I don't know.
Well, I was thinking more like, were you branded in a former life?
Maybe, I don't know, but it looks just like the UK, and it's. I'll send you a photo sometime, but it's weird.
So weird. Okay, who was asking about their love life?
Okay,
that's what I've been thinking.
Yeah.
About
It's Spiderbite, our Australian friend.
Okay.
February 8th, 1967. Do you see me having a prosperous, happy future? Any future partners for me? Oh, you're a big dreamer. Okay, you got it. February 8th. Oh, that's Bogey's birthday.
The Australian accent is my favorite accent.
Oh. My favorite actor, like Hala, is Hugh Jackman. Do you have yours?
Who? My favorite actor?
Like.
Cary Grant. Cary Grant.
Oh, Cary Grant. That's a good one.
I know he's dead. I know that. that doesn't seem to matter.
No,
I
it
just think
doesn't.
he's vastly more talented than anybody else I can think of, because he can do drama, comedy, and all things in between. I mean, he's been in Alfred Hitchcock movies. He was in Arsenic and Old Lace. He did all those hilarious movies with Katharine Hepburn. I mean,
I think he's in my software. I'll do a partner chart to see if you guys would be compatible. That'd be kind of fun to do sometime.
Well, I covered him on my channel, and then Deborah Lupien and I, she channels, and I asked him questions. I may have asked him to marry me. I don't know. I can't remember, but not in the stars.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Spider bite. So I have some homework for you. I'm sorry to say this, but this is Helen's probably going to have the better cards because I'm going first, but this is what guides are having you work on. Okay. Oh, and yes, Hugh Jackman's very musical, and so is Cary Grant. So they were both on Broadway. Yeah, they're both. And I'm a musical person, so it's a thing. Oh, Spider Bites is Pierce Brosnan. Oh, you like pretty boys. I love that.
If I had to pick a live person,
I like rugged boys.
Really like, oh God, what's his name? He's on Broadway. He was in Mindhunter. Oh my God, he's young. How can I not remember that? This is so sad. It'll come to me. He was in, he was also in a movie, a horror movie, which is weird. M. Night Shyamalan.
McCallany?
Pardon?
Holt McCallany?
No, I want to say.
Okay, I just put Broadway Mindhunter actor.
Oh no, he was in. There's this fundraising charity thing that people from Broadway do every year, and it's called Broadway Backwards or something like Miscast. And they take roles that they would never be, like male female switches or old young switches or whatever, and like they had two guys do I Am 16 Going on 17.
I am 16.
And they didn't camp it up.
Yeah.
It was really good, really good.
I was in that.
Jonathan, he was in Hamilton. He was King George. I might have a mental block. I always
Jonathan Groff.
Jonathan Groff.
Got it. Okay.
So for the Miscast one year, he did Sutton Foster's performance of Anything Goes from the musical Anything Goes, and it's a female part, and he did it with all these. She does it with cute young sailors, and he's gay. He does it with cute young sailors, and then oh my God, it's so
he's
good.
so Irish looking. You are
he's
just
so good.
You even have the large forehead.
He's so talented because he's also done Mindhunter, which is serious and dark and really subtle, nuanced kind of role. I think he played John, oh God, I'm not going to remember any names tonight. The guy that invented the serial killer, basically. He also did this M. Night Shyamalan movie where he goes out into the country, and they're in their country home with their little adopted daughter, and a nut job shows up. He's really good. He's got a lot of talent.
Apparently, according to Kaylee, he was Kristoff in Frozen.
Oh, I never saw Frozen.
I saw parts of it because I have friends with kids.
I was taken at gunpoint to every Disney show for 25 years because I have all these kids, and if I never see another Disney animation, it'll be too soon. Sorry.
I hear you. Well, you can make your own now with AI, so there you go.
I can't.
Oh
okay,
my gosh.
So let's talk about this love.
Okay, totally. Okay, let me get your question back up.
I have an interesting situation here. I have nothing going on right now. The Knight of Swords. There's just sort of not a love life at the moment, and I get the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This is a lot of sadness, a lot of grieving, a lot
Right on
of
theme.
heartbreak. So I'm wondering, is there maybe a little scarring from something that had a little trauma that happened in the past?
Yes.
But here's your gift. You're extremely strong. You're extremely emotionally strong. No.
Self-made.
Okay.
This woman is self-made on acid. Yes.
And there is the potential for something coming down the road here, the start of a new journey, the start of a new opportunity for you. And you just have to be a little more calm about it.
Yes.
I think you jump into relationships wholeheartedly, enthusiastically, and sometimes maybe a little balance and waiting to see how it unfolds might be the smarter way to do it, because you don't want to commit too soon. You don't want to commit too much because you don't know what you're committing to. And that can break your heart because you have these romantic ideas and then that doesn't work out. And it's very traumatizing. But you're so strong. So you can do this. And you have the ability to be balanced and temperate. Yeah. So I think the potential is there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what my advice would be.
Oh, yeah.
Before you think about starting a new relationship, maybe spend some time in reflection on what your dating history, what your love history has been, and try to find patterns there and maybe look at the traumas. You're not popular in your family. Oh, neither am I. Don't worry about it. Family unity is overrated. No, I'm not. I'm trying to make light of something that's very serious, but you need to know that lots of people go through that. But you have that strength and temperance, which is a gift.
You do. Yeah, you're a self-made woman. I got the Nine of Pentacles. This is the sign of you. By the way, she's not wearing a crown. She's not backed by a man. She grew that vineyard herself. She tilled that soil. She see that hawk that's sitting on her hooded on her hand. He goes out and finds out what her enemies are and how to subjugate them. She's kind of like a mafia boss. Okay, that is you. You are the mafia boss of your own life. You don't need a man to complete you. You are a motorcycle riding badass. Okay. I got Sagittarius. Sagittarians are not afraid to get out in the world, try new things, explore, adventure, do amazing things, okay? Heal themselves. Then you got Taurus. You can actually supply for yourself, make a whole vineyard for your needs because you have figured out how to do this without the support of family, of roots, of things that have been standing in your way. That makes you an extraordinary human being, and especially a woman, because you had to work 10 times as hard than a guy who inherited. Actually, no, he didn't have to work at all.
In heels.
He didn't inherit it from his father, okay? Because he had to meet guys who did. Now, I got that you did not see the results of your hard works in a lot of circumstances. The reason for this was because they are literally building you up to be, like I said, the self-sufficient woman. Okay, I understand this. I don't even know who my family is. Okay, I was trafficked. My mother was a teenager. Given who might have trafficked me, I might even be in the Epstein files as a baby. Okay, that's how nuts my past is. Okay, it's crazy. You went through some stuff. Everything that you did was not recognized because you were being built up spiritually to become someone absolutely great and amazing. That comes through suffering, that comes through trial, that comes through endurance. And through that, you will become the woman that you're supposed to be. These are the kind of men that Spirit is serving you. Nasty kings. I got the King of Pentacles reversed. These are guys that misuse their wealth. They misuse their power. You might have been born into a family like this. Okay. I completely understand if you did. Okay. And
you know who I get that card for every time.
I know. There you go.
Every time.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. This is a guy who just little trust fund baby, does what he wants. Daddy's going to bail him out. This is this kind of energy. Okay. So this is not the best kind of energy that you want in and around you. And then it says, ooh, I love that. Yeah, she is. And you're here to break apart those little trust fund babies that couldn't ride on the back of your motorcycle because they pissed themselves. That's the energy that I got, okay? Goosebumps. You do it. Put on your leather, get out there, and rule the world.
Don't let them break your heart.
Yeah. And you don't need a man to complete you because you're complete yourself. But if you do eventually find them, you're going to find them in the form of someone who really enjoys a woman that has all of her eggs in her own basket and who's looking for adventure and can maintain herself and her stability.
You know what I tell my girls all the time? I mean, they're, now they're beyond this, but when they were young and they were always, agonizing over guys, I used to tell them, you concentrate on yourself.
Yes.
You make yourself the greatest you that you can possibly be. And that energy is going to attract the right kind of person.
Yes, it will. It will. So you asked about Pisces energy, spider bite. I got 4th house. This is ruled by Cancer. You need a house husband. You need someone who's going to rub your feet.
So do I.
You need someone who's going to draw you a bath, give you a massage, have dinner ready for you, because you're a badass. Okay? You need someone who is going to make a house and a home for you. Those men exist. Go find one. Okay? And then I'm nearly 60, still not an adult, but I'm finding more power these days. Do it. You do you. So you're hunting up on your Saturn return. Get a reading from me. I can tell you where the bombs are coming, so to speak.
Adulthood's overrated too, by the way.
It really is. Yeah. But yeah, if you schedule a reading for me, and because you're a listener, I'll give you a discount if you email me. But seriously, I'm actually really excited about your energy. And you're so welcome, my dear. Oh my gosh, can I sign up for one of those? I love
house husband.
I'm still training mine. Can I say that? Can I tell them about the sweeping thing? Okay, my husband can't even sweep.
Oh well, yeah, it's been genetics.
I mean,
it's that broken Y chromosome.
Oh my gosh, he was born in the South. Okay, so he's got that. But he also spent all of his time working. And so I'm having to teach him how to do everything domestic because I'm taking over it because you guys know his background and his dementia and everything. And so I'm teaching him how to take care of the house because I'm working during the day. And so I'm like, this is how you do the dishes. He's actually really good at the dishes, I'll say that. But everything else we're learning. So yeah. It's a thing. So
we lived in the same house for 43 years, and my husband still doesn't know where the dishes go. He will unload the dishwasher. Nobody needs to ask. He'll do it, but you'll find dinner plates with glasses, and and coffee mugs with the soup bowls, and
oh my God,
it offends my Taurian need for absolute. Never changing anything. Everything has to be the same.
So spider bite, find a man who loves to do dishes.
Or get a good dishwasher. Buy a good dishwasher. Why wait?
Yeah, that's true too. But there's still, you have to put them away and you have to, you have to put them out and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, but if she's not in a relationship, then
I mean, a domestic householder is what I got for the best man for spider bite. A guy that's just been around sisters and mothers his whole life and just has no problem doing the mending or the dishes or anything. Like that's your guy.
Someone who knows how to match socks.
Yeah. Like you come back on your motorcycle and you're all sweaty and dirty and he's like, oh, you're so fucking hot. And he takes your clothes off and washes them. And
all right. We don't want to hear what you're up to every day.
That's your romantic novel, spider bite.
Oh my God.
Even packing the dishwasher frustrates her. Okay. This is a woman on a motorcycle. She needs a domestic male,
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I'm a Taurus. Putting things in the dishwasher, I really like organizing them.
Oh yeah. And like
It's
if they think
it's
the
a whole
pods
sick
are
thing.
better or the liquid is better. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
domestic
yeah.
person. So, but I'm actually moving into the career point, and so I'm teaching him everything I learned. Yeah.
Well, it
Oh my
cracked me
gosh.
up when you pulled those two cards and you got the Sagittarius
I
and the
know. Yeah.
Taurus.
Oh
My
yeah.
husband is a Sagittarius and I'm a Taurus.
Oh, there you go.
Now, boy, I'll tell you what. Talk about different. It's very
Oh yeah.
interesting. Yeah,
Mhm.
very interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a good way. I don't mean that.
Oh
Bad.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I hear you. And people think we're funny. I'd love a man to clean my apartment. Oh yeah, there you go.
In a little apron and heels. I'm in a feather duster. Okay, this we might get in trouble with YouTube.
Okay, we go. All right. So let's see. Every house has the IKEA dish loader or the raccoon loader. Okay, we gotcha. All right. So we already went through all of those. Kaylee, are you still here? I mean, you've been with us since the beginning. I'll totally answer your question. And then Lisa, and then we're done. We have to go after that.
Pogo
Question.
is having an issue.
And then I packed it wrong. The detergent door wouldn't open. I had to do it again. Oh, you might need the pods in that case. Yeah. Go to YouTube and just type in what you need, or just get yourself a domestic mail. And
That's right.
when you find one of those, they're just like, they have all this energy at the end of the day to do other things too. So you're going to be good if you find that. Okay. I know it's a little harder in Australia, but that's good. So.
So what we have 3 questions, correct?
Just Fogo and Lisa. That's it.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Are you guys still here, loves?
Yes. Okay. Had a really rough day. Any advice or insight, the reasons why this is
But
happening?
they haven't checked in yet, so we don't answer questions unless they're here to hear them. So please check in. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and close. Oh, this has been so much fun, Helen. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Done. Okay.
But that's what I got. When I get 4th house, it's like a man who's dedicated to the home, his mother. He might be a little soft around the edges, but you and your motorcycle, riding amazing personality, he's going to really appreciate that. So as long
Well, they're like golden retrievers. They're trainable.
They are totally. And yeah, he's been trained by his mom is what I'm getting. Okay, Lisa's here. Okay, so we'll just answer Lisa's question.
Okay, which is?
I want to know if my mom is on the other side. Has any messages for me?
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is for Mama.
Oh, I'll use my
Thanks
angels.
for staying with me, Helen. This is a really long show. I never go this long.
I'm happy to do it. Listen, I'm happy to do it. Today is a good day. I got the door barricaded.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be here. So, and you guys, Helen and I did a great show on AI the other day, so definitely check that out. I'm going to be putting it out.
It was interesting, wasn't it? It was interesting what came up. Yeah, very disturbing. I've read some more disturbing stuff since then.
Well, the thing is, I'm in the Death Star because I still work for Google, so it's interesting. I'm hearing all kinds of things on the other end. They don't support what's going on with Project 2025 and 2026, by the way. But
how could anybody with a soul?
I know, but at the same time, they like the fact that they're not having any restraints because they're taking everything down so they could take it over. That's kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah, I think that's
kind of spirit from actual people talking about it.
No, I think it's the way we're going. That's inevitable. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So, are you ready? Shall I?
Yes.
Me?
Okay, so the first card I got was Infinity. The world is your oyster. Things are going great. Things are going great for your mom on the other side. She's really seeing her soul in all of its births, all of its names and forms, and just so excited about what's awaiting for her as far as her next soul's chapter and journey. Oh my gosh. She says that life is way bigger than you think. Like, I want you to imagine this world, this universe, and multiply it times as many times as you can in your head, because that's what your mother is seeing on the other side, which tells me she's an advanced soul. She was extremely loyal to you, and she's asking for you to bring loyalty in your own life. This is a woman who was willing to die for others, to sacrifice herself for others, and she might have actually done that. She sacrificed her energy, her time, and her abilities to you and your other family members so that she could ascend to these levels of being and living, and she's sending you messages, especially through your dreams. And then I got that the world is yours. She sees the world as a much bigger place. This is your mother right now. See how she's surrounded by energy, this beautiful vortex. So this is what her perception is. This tells me that she probably went out on a north path, or a higher path, and she is seeing things from a much higher perspective. And you're going to have to sit in meditation and sit in a place of calm healing in order to connect with her. But she's here to help you in your own journey on earth, because she has a higher perceptive. Okay, what are you showing me? It's kind of like being in front of a laptop and seeing all of these cameras in front of you, and it's the entire family. And she's like, and Spirit's going, how can you help them through this situation? How can you help them through that situation? And she's doing that. So she's doing work on the other side for the family, and she's seeing the world from a top-down perspective rather than integrative perspective, and she's helping you. She's one of your angels. So that is what I'm getting from Mom. She's very beautiful. Thank you for helping me tap into her. I don't usually get that strong of a message from mothers, but she's very much in love with you, sweetie. And she's trying to help you focus, because you struggle with focus. You're very scattered. And she's helping you center yourself so that you can find your purpose in this birth, because she is connected to you. Okay, my dear?
She's super connected.
Very connected.
Very connected. So I got the Six of Pentacles. So what comes to me when I see this card is ask and you shall receive. She's there. She's ready to help you. She's like the magician, as above, so below. She will be there. All you need to do is reach out. And her goal is to make you the victor in whatever you do in life. She has a lot of faith in you. Really, such a strong connection. You can feel that connection. She has advice for you. And I think you might have touched on this. You need to take time to sit in contemplation, go inward. You have a lot of wisdom that you're not actually accessing. You can ask her for help. But God helps those who help themselves. And we all have that ability because we carry that within us, right? Mm-hmm. And her advice to you is always speak the truth and use your head. You're smart. You have that ability. And truth is of the essence. It's the most important thing. But she's like always there for you to do her magic thing, you know? You're very lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you feel her.
Oh, I mean, I know she does, and I can feel it. And the energy that I get from Lisa is that it's like a scattered energy. It's kind of like if you let a bomb off, it's like a fire. And what her mother's trying to help her do is turn it into a laser.
Bring it inward. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Mom's up there trying to help her focus on the things that she's supposed to be focused on in this birth. And she's able to do that from her higher perspective, that bird's eye view, as Rose Blue put it.
Well, that advice about, that Ace of Swords is all about intellect and truth. And with the High Priestess, which is about inner wisdom and inner knowing, you can access all of that, but you have to start using your brain a little more than your emotion, because like you said, scattered. You have to focus.
The energy is out there. Yeah, it's like very Aries. Aries are like, and then you get into Sagittarius, and it's like an arrow. It's a laser, And so Mom's helping her. She's like a guru, a teacher from the other side. Yeah. So, and then
if your mother has any free time, tell her I can use a little help.
Oh, come on. We all need that. We all need a little laser focus. But that's what meditation and all those spiritual practices I brought at the beginning are for. And then Rose Blue says ADHD. If that could be a possibility, there are medical reasons for that too. But Mom is helping you from the other side. So you can definitely count on that, Lisa Vibes. And I'm so glad that helps you feel better. Oh my goodness. So thank you all for being with us. We've been on for a long time. Like, this is one of my longest shows, Helen. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
We're over here.
I'm so sorry.
But I am sending you all tons of love. Thank you, Helen, for being here. All of Helen's links are in the channel. She is an amazing psychic, seer, researcher, everythinger, and definitely check out her channel.
I don't like to do it.
I enjoy a lot of her shows. I mean, she does some great stuff with Nate and other people. It's fantastic. I really love your
Thanks.
solo shows where you do deep dives. So
Thanks.
anyway, all of her stuff is there. Ask her questions, follow her. She's amazing. Is there anything you have going on that you would like to promote for the next week?
Well, I'm doing my usual thing. Every day is a little different. I try to mix it up. So you just never know, right? But I'm doing my usual. Every Saturday I synopsize a book, and depending on the length of the book, it may be several weekends, And right now I'm working on one called Opus. And it's about Opus Dei. And if you don't know what Opus Dei is, I strongly recommend it. And I synopsize, so it's not me reading the book out loud. I'm condensing it and telling you just, the important bullet points of the book. It's this Catholic cult that began in fascist Spain in the late 20s, early 30s, Franco's Spain. That is, it's so corrupt. It's so bad. I can't even begin to tell you. It brought down the main bank of Spain because it was stealing so much money from it's a criminal enterprise disguised as a religious organization. I'm not even going to say allegedly. There's a whole book about it.
Based on the astrology, that's what's coming for the United States in the 18 months following December 5th.
Opus Dei?
Yes.
You know who was Opus Dei? Bill Barr. You know who else
There
was
you
Opus Dei? Louis Freed, who was the head of the FBI, and Alito, and Clarence Thomas, and not Alito.
They've been reborn, Helen.
Scalia. Pardon?
They've been reborn. These are just spirits following the same path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the Catholic equivalent of the Mike Johnson 7 Mountain Mandate, which did Project 2025.
Yeah.
They're the same thing. They're working side by side. They're going to eat each other alive at some point, but for the moment they're going side by side. But the Pope, and now I sound like such an avid Catholic, and I'm not, but the Pope is my hero these days, not for women's issues, but for this, because he's going after them.
Yeah, and it says, ain't Pope Leo trying to get it reduced? Yeah, he's trying to prove to power. Yeah.
Yep.
If you're a true Catholic, you don't ignore the Pope or threaten him. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
It's like, making fun of the Dalai Lama's accent. Or,
seriously.
It's just so weird
It's
and
so
petty
bizarre.
and not the point. Yeah, it's weird. And you don't have to agree with Catholic Church to understand that abusing 13-year-old girls and shipping them across to another continent and forcing them into unpaid domestic servitude, that's not okay.
So is there's things in the I actually read the Epstein files because I'm insane and I like reading.
Yeah.
So is eating kids.
Yeah.
After sacrificing them to
no,
a
I have.
Lord.
Do you see me not being surprised?
I can't say it's that bad, you guys. Like the elites, they're getting so bored they're eating kids. Like that's just there you go.
This is not new. This has been going on for millennia.
And if you just go to ChatGPT, go to Gemini, go to any of your AI friends and say, is there any mention of cannibalism in the Epstein files? There's 58. Okay. All right, and on that note, we'll see you next week. I'm going to have Helen on again because she's amazing. Don't go away. And we're sending you lots of love. I'll be on next week, and then after that, we're going to have Gerald Tarot Stash on. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Gerald, so you can enjoy that. Sending you all tons of love and peace.
Gerald and I may be related.
Oh, that would be amazing. That explains why we get along so well. Okay.
Well, he's the oldest. He's the youngest of 12, and I'm the oldest of 12, and we think we might be in the same family. We just got lost in the crowd.
Oh, there you go. Well, that would be Catholicism, and that's where I came from. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Love. And we're sending you all tons of love. Okay.
flag.